What's up, everybody? How we doing? Weekend's over. That kind of sucks. Of course, the Giants play tomorrow night, so that'll be good. Can't wait for the Giants and Cowboys tomorrow. This channel, come on by. That's going to be great. But tonight, a little bonus, little Yankee baseball. I haven't done a Yankee game in a long time. Obviously, Yankees Red Sox, always a game I love to do. And bonus, we have Aaron Judge chasing Roger Maris for the all-time single-season record of home runs in the American League. Let's see if he can get it done tonight. He's been waiting for me to make the call on this one, so he'll get it done tonight. But hopefully the Yankees win. That's the most important thing. And they have been winning as of late, which is a good thing. Very close to clinching the division. I'm not exactly sure what the magic number is, but I know it's very low for the Yankees. So sit back, relax, enjoy early fall evening in the Bronx. Aaron Judge, man, I'm just looking at ESPN and I'm sitting here watching all these guys like shove, baseballs and hats and pens in his face. I can't even imagine what's that's like. And I watch all these parents sticking their kids out there. Like the parents ain't going to go and sell the ball on eBay, man. You people are a joke. Like I know what you're doing. Don't use your kids for your own personal gain. That's really pathetic, to be honest with you. One thing I can say, man, I've gotten autographs from, because I used to go to the Giants training camp and, they signed autographs and stuff. But I was never a guy that like chased down autographs. It was never a huge thing to me. I don't know. I like sports cards. I like buying cards of these guys. But I've never been one to like chase down guys for autographs. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. But it is what it is. What's going on, Irish Rover Dyer Giants fan? Mike Gorga. Afghanistan's in the house. Greg Goodrow, Janice Kamalady, Fabian, Anthony Razza. What is going on? Aylin Escudero. Thank you for watching all the way from Kuwait, my friend. I appreciate it. Kalen, what's going on? Yes, Albert Pujols hit number 700. Was that last night or the night before? I can tell you this. The first game of this series, I thought Judge did it. I thought Judge hit a walk-off homer in the ninth inning. He hit the ball at the bat, dead center. Fox trolled us with the camera angle. I thought it was gone, but he might be pressing a little bit at this point. I told my wife, she said something about he's got a lot of pressure on him, when he hit number 60. And I said, the longer this takes, the more pressure he might start to feel, obviously, because it's not going to go away. They're just going to keep magnifying and magnifying and magnifying it. So hopefully he can get this done and we can move on. I would love to see him do it tonight. Obviously, I don't get to do a lot of Yankee baseball games. There are no Giants today. It's a Sunday. They're playing at night, so good night to do it. It is the Red Sox. And hopefully he gets this done tonight. But like I said, more importantly, hopefully the Yankees can pull off the sweep here. That would be fantastic. But I appreciate y'all being here. Let's go. It's been a long day today, man. It started with legs in the morning. That's always a rough day to start Sunday morning with leg day. Watch some football. Got some crazy games today, man. That Bills-Dolphins game was awesome. It's amazing. I play fantasy football, and I've got the worst luck. I swear to God, I've just got the absolute worst luck. I had a bunch of guys in my team have great days today. Jalen Waddle goes over 100 yards again. Joe Burrow had a really nice day. I mean, Jameis Winston threw for 350 yards. Devontae Smith absolutely went off today. McCaffrey went over 100 yards today. Damian Harris had a touchdown. Antonio Gibson had a touchdown. And none of it matters because the guy I'm playing against, who has a shitty-ass team, has Lamar Jackson. So, of course, that dude has, the best game in the history of the world. And we're going to end up losing, even though we've scored the second most points in the league, in the entire league. But the one guy who scored more points is the one we're going against. And it happens to me every year. It's why I hate fantasy football with a passion. It's also why I say statistics are for losers in fantasy football, because it's really all that matters. A lot of empty statistics go into fantasy football. So it's unbelievable. But appreciate y'all being here. What the hell else was there? There was a couple other good games that happened today. Minnesota, that was a good game. Minnesota, Detroit. There was another one. I forget what it was, but I'm tired. It's another gloomy day, man. Normally September is really nice up here, man. It has been really rainy this September and cold. I don't know why. Normally in September, the weather's in the low to mid 70s. It's sunny. It's like absolutely perfect. This year has been the low 60s, high 50s, and rainy a lot up here. Sucks. I got a lot of that coming in the winter. I don't need it in September. But but let's see if Aaron Judge can get this done tonight. And this will probably be the last game I call until they reach the postseason, which I believe their first game will be October 11th. And I should be live for that. That'll be a long day because October 11th, they play the Packers. The Giants play the Packers early in the morning, which ends up being good because then I could call the Yankee game at night. And, so we'll see. Who's counting as homers, Punkum? Yeah, it's warm everywhere else, just not warm in the Northeast. That's usually the way it goes. Yeah, Philadelphia, absolutely just Washington's not a very good team. Philadelphia is a really good team. I picked them to win the division. I thought that was pretty easy pick. I thought they were the best team going into the year, but they've played really well. So we'll see how it goes. I always love the idiots that come to my channel to, oh, you need to apologize for Jalen Hurts. I'm like, man, I go, you all need to get a life. Think about somebody's life and how pathetic it is where their biggest sense of accomplishment is going to tell a YouTuber they were wrong about something after the guy had 2 good games in his career. It's sad state of affairs of some of the people that you deal with when you're on YouTube or in social media. It's just, it is insane for real. It really is. But to each their own, I guess. Joanne, what is going on, my lady? Miriam Favoretto, Casey and Candy, William Henry, thank you for being a coffee cat. What is going on? This game starts at 7:08, I believe. The Yankees have their Z lineup out there tonight outside of Aaron Judge. That is their Z lineup, too. They got Aaron Hicks in there. They got Marwin Gonzalez in there. No Stan tonight. No Josh Donaldson. Not that I care. Josh Donaldson is ass. But Harrison Bader's been a very nice addition. He was worth the wait. And obviously he's going to be the guy that they start in the postseason. We get to look at Nestor Cortez, the stash tonight. And Brian Bello on the mound for the Red Sox. Been really good in his last 6 starts. So we'll see. ESPN just froze. I don't know if that just happened. No, they went to a commercial. So let's see how it goes. Let's hope so, Anthony. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. That should be a great game. Hopefully I get some sleep. I've been very tired the last 2 days. I don't know why. I actually got a lot of sleep last night. Just one of them lazy days today. It's one of them lazy days today. But appreciate y'all being here, and let's go Yankees. 61 is the number of the day. Yeah, that's funny, man. I wasn't sure if that was just me or if that was ESPN, but obviously it was ESPN. So, like I said, I haven't called a Yankee game in a long time. Aaron Judge is waiting for me to make the call on a 61st homer. It'd be great. It'd be great for me to do that, for me to be able to make that call. The old Aaron Judge. Roger Maris obviously hit 61 in 1961. That is still the American League record. Now, there's a lot of talk about is it the actual record because of the steroid era and all that stuff. I don't really consider that. Barry Bonds is the all-time home run leader, in my opinion. Did he have some help? Sure, but everybody was doing it back then, and Bonds is still the greatest player I ever saw. I have no doubt McGwire would have never done it without the use of roids and Sosa. They were both kind of trash can players without it. Bonds was a Hall of Famer without it. Bonds was still probably the best player in baseball, even without it. And when he decided he was going to take the edge, everybody else did. He became the modern day Babe Ruth. So no hate on Bonds. Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. McGuire's not a Hall of Famer. Never was, never will be. Neither Sosa. But Bonds, different story. But regardless of the steroid era or not, like I said, the American League record is held by Roger Maris. And only 3 players in the history of the American League have hit 60 homers. Obviously, Babe Ruth and Roger Maris, both Yankees. Now Aaron Judge, also Yankee, is at 60 homers. So, Punkham. So that's the thing. You can argue that, but who was the best? Because Bonds won, I think, 3 MVPs without him. 30-30, I think, 2 or 3 times. Gold Glove left fielder without the stuff. So I don't know anybody better, maybe Griffey. But I can't think of a player that was better than Barry Bonds in the early 90s off the top of my head, unless you want to say Griffey. But Griffey was injured all the time, and Griffey couldn't steal bases like Barry Bonds. So that's just the way I look at it. But Bonds is definitely one of them. He would have been a Hall of Famer with or without him. That's my point with Bonds. It's not even Griffey was one of the greatest players I've ever seen. There's no question about that. But my point is, I think Bonds is a Hall of Famer without the stuff. He would have been a Hall of Famer regardless. But Bonds' ego was like Bonds knew it. Bonds said McGuire and Sosa are trash. And if they're allowed to do it, Bud Selig allows it in his game, I'm going to do it, and we're going to see what happens. He was ridiculous. I've always been a Barry Bonds fan. I've always loved Barry Bonds. Always loved Barry. There's some pretty good Yankees. Ruth Mantle and Maris. Judge also trying to win the Triple Crown. I mean, you want to talk about a freaking great season. Judge, man, has an opportunity to win the Triple Crown and an opportunity with 60 homers. It's insane. Anthony, thank you for being a member for 19 months, my friend. He says, can we see the 61 for Aaron Judge in the chat room? Yeah, let's throw some 61s up there. I'd love him to get out of the way of the first at bat. Bobby, I'm not going to the Bears game, sir. No, sir. I'm not going to that. I don't know when I'm getting to a Giants game. Like I said, I'm not talking about going to any Giants game until I actually have tickets for it. Because the last 2 times I've tried to go to one, something has happened where I haven't been able to make it. So unless I actually physically have tickets or I've bought them online and they're on my phone, I'm not talking about it anymore. So yeah, Bader's been good. Well, here we go, guys. We're getting ready to go to action from the Bronx. Cortez deals, and that's upstairs 1-0 for the Red Sox. Leading off and playing center field, Kike Hernandez. The left fielder, Tommy Pham, will bat second. Shortstop and AL batting leader is Andrew Bogarts, bats third. Cortez deals the 1-0, upstairs 2-0. The DH, JD Martinez, will clean up. Former Yankee Rob Refsnyder bats fifth and plays right field. The first baseman, Tristan Casas, will bat sixth and play first. The pitch in there for a strike, count 1 and 2. Batting seventh and playing third, Bobby Dahlback. The second baseman, Yu Chang, will bat eighth. Catching and batting ninth, Connor Wong. Cortez deals at 2-1. Chop foul, 2-2. Nestor Cortez, 10-4, 2.67 ERA for the Yanks on the mound tonight. Probably the Yankees' best pitcher, most consistent pitcher throughout this season has been the stash, Nestor Cortez. Thank God I'm not doing a Garrett Cole game because I'd be tearing him a new ass. The 2-2 swung on it into the air to right field pretty deep. Judge back near the track makes the catch, and there's one away. I'm sorry, that's Cabrera, not Judge. Judge is DHing tonight. So, one out here for the Red Sox, and they're top of the first. We're just underway. Trace of fall. Well, it is fall. Playoff baseball. I'll tell you, Thursday night, man, watching this game, you could feel the electricity in the stadium. It was pretty awesome. Thank you, Joanne. I'm glad to be here. The pitch lined right back up the middle. Right there as Glaber throws on to first, and there's 2 away. As it was grounded right into the shift. Next year, that would have been a hit for Tommy Pham. So too quick out here in the Red Sox first, and that brings up the shortstop Xander Bogaerts, who is one of my favorite players. And if he decides to opt out, the Yankees ought to seriously consider making a run at this guy. No Rafael Devers in the lineup for the Sox tonight. Brady come back. Brady's good, man. Brady's good. I can tell you this though, man. Again, I'm not a big better on NFL football, so I much rather watch college football than NFL football. That's just me. Even though the Sooners were a complete ass last night, it can't be Kansas State to save their life. Pitch outside, a 1-0, 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the first for the Red Sox. Washington playing ball. What's up, Detonator? What's going on? A 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1. That's your opinion, G-Man88. You know how many college games are played every week? You don't need to watch a blowout. There's a lot of good games that are not blowouts. A lot of blowouts in the NFL, too. 1-1. Upstairs, I guess, K-Zone had it as a strike. But it counts 2-1. Bogaerts hitting .315, leading the American League in average, as I mentioned before. The 2-1, low 3-1. Judge leads off in the bottom of the first, so we'll get a good look at him right away when Cortez gets this out. What's going on, Zach? Timeout at the plate. Philip, what's up, buddy? They were here. Bobby Cashman does stink. I agree, my friend. I agree. The 3-1 to Bogaerts way upstairs. He walked him. So Bogaerts gets a 2-out walk, and that'll bring up the DH, J.D. Martinez, who some people say I look like. I think it's just the 5 o'clock shadow. Booney Bubbles with a nice blue wristband watch. Nestor Cortez on the mound. Stash working. J.D. Martinez at the plate. Pitch. Popped up foul and out of play. The count is 0-1 to J.D. There's Booney Bubbles. Got thrown out the other night along with Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole is ass. Guy just gives up a freaking big homer every game. He's given up 30 homers this year. It's pathetic for a guy making $315 or $320 million, whatever he makes. The 0-1, throw over to first. Punk him, that I could see. It would have to be like the greatest offensive season ever. I mean, it would have to be up there. I mean, statistics aside, nobody's ever done that. So the Triple Crown's very rare. That's inside 1-1. I mean, it's only been done once since 1967. And Yastrzemski in 67 actually was tied for the American League in batting average, but technically he won the Triple Crown. The year before, I believe Frank Robinson won it in the NL, but it had only been done once since then. That was Miguel Cabrera, as that pitch is in there for a strike. Miguel Cabrera did it in 2012 and probably would have done it in 2013 if Chris Davis didn't have just a ridiculously stupid year. We all know how bad Chris Davis actually is, but he hit a ton of homers in 2013, or Cabrera would have won back-to-back Triple Crowns. That's how good Miguel Cabrera was in the prime of his career. The 1-2, low 2-2. Big move on behind. Pause your TV. There's nothing I can do about that. YouTube's transference is always delayed. So I can't do much about it. You can do something about it on your end, but I can't do anything about it on my end. It'll be a 2-2 pitch. Let's go Yankees indeed, AJ. 2-2. Throw over to first. Dashy, what's up, my friend? I told you that they would get right against the Jets. I told you they would get right against the Jets. Boy, the Dolphins and Bengals, that ought to be entertaining next week, Dashy. Joe Burrow and Tua. That'll be a good one. The 2-2 swung on and fouled away. The count remains 2-2. Martinez staying alive up there. There is the swarm Frere and Judge, guys sticking their pens in his face. And it'll be a 2-2 here to JD Martinez. Pitch. Swung on a foul away again. So JD battling. LA Lou, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Maybe we see history this evening. I see a little kid. Judge, please, please. Judge, please. You're my favorite player. Judge, please. Please. 2-2. Swung on and murdered to left field. Backtrack wall. Caught. Good job by Aaron Hicks. Let's give him some credit. He went a long way for that ball, caught it in front of the wall, banged into the wall, and made the catch. Doesn't look like the ball is carrying there because when I left the bat from JD, looked like it was headed for the bullpen. Red Sox, no runs, no hits, one left. We've played 1/2 an inning with the score of the Red Sox, nothing. And the Yankees coming to bat. Of course, you know we have the Giants and the Cowboys tomorrow. And if you want to go and bet on the Giants and Cowboys, you want to bet on baseball. Basketball is starting off soon as well. You can go to mybookie.ag. Of course, mybookie.ag does a lot of things. You can play parlays. You can play prop bets. You can play straight up bets. Obviously, but if you want to make the games more interesting and put a little friendly wager on it, you can always go to mybookie.ag. They will match up to 100% of your first deposit. So pretty much they double your first deposit all the way up to $1,000. So if you deposit $100, they will match it and give you $200 to play with as long as you use the promo code Baddog, Baddog. So just make sure you type in the promo code Baddog when you sign up at MyBookie, and they will double your first deposit. And of course, make sure you're snacking on some Nick's ice cream. It is the best ice cream out there. Trust me, rave reviews. I get people talking about it on Instagram. They send me DMs on Twitter like, Bad Dog, you're right. This stuff is awesome. They're sending me pictures. I love seeing it. Nick's has so many different flavors of ice cream. They have these incredible ice cream bars called cram bars. They also have these little these bars here that are called, what I never remember, these little smack bars. They're like little protein bars, almost like brownies. You can cut those up and put them in your ice cream. They're amazing. But definitely check out Nick's ice cream. It's my favorite thing to snack on after my dinner. I've already had my pint of butter pecan this evening. So make sure you guys are checking out Nick's ice cream. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Nick's ice cream is the best. Let's go. Let's go, Yankees. Judge about to hit a bomb? I hope so. We're going to find out right away because Aaron Judge will lead off here in the bottom of the first. Is that game tied up? It was 14-6 last I looked at the Green Bay, Tampa Bay game. Hopefully the Giants, it'd be nice if they could beat the Packers. The Packers don't look unbeatable this year for sure. So Aaron Judge will lead off for the Yankees. He DHs. Anthony Rizzo will bat second and play first base. Gleyber Torres plays second and bats third. Oswaldo Cabrera, a good-looking young player for the Yankees, will clean up tonight and play in right field. Harrison Bader, who was involved in a Jordan Montgomery deal, has played very well since coming off the IL for the Yankees. He bats fifth and plays center field. Trash can Aaron Hicks made a nice play in the first inning. Will bat sixth and play left field. Jose Trevino bats seventh and catches the pitch to Judge inside 1-0. Marwin Gonzalez will bat eighth and play third base. Oswald Peraza will bat ninth to play shortstop. Brian Bello on the mound for the Sox, 2-6, 4.75. And Judge swings and wraps it there inside of third and down the line into the corner. That'll be extra bases as it kicks off the wall. Judge trots into second with a leadoff double. And it is amazing how Judge has hit many singles and doubles, and it's almost like it's a disappointment to the crowd when he doesn't hit it out of the park. Remember, this man is fighting for an American League batting title, and he came in just behind Bogaerts. That hit should put him past Bogaerts because he was percentage points behind. They both came in hitting .315. Bogaerts walked, Judge singles. Judge should now be the American League leader in batting average as well. So a good start to the Yankees. That'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. His job is obviously to pull a ball to the right side and get Judge to third with one out. There is Bogaerts. And again, I hate Red Sox, but I've always liked Xander Bogaerts. Very good player. So here is Anthony Rizzo, only hitting 225 in the year, but tons of power. Rizzo has certainly provided that protection behind Aaron Judge this year. And Bello deals just off the plate. The count's 1-0, 95 on that. Rizzo comes in hitting 225, 32 dingers, 74 driven in. An 834 OPS. They're going to get Judge to third here with 1 out. Yeah, I like Bobby. I like Bogaerts myself. He's a really underrated player. The 1-0 upstairs 2-0. Boost that average up is right, Michael. Let's go. Touchdown, Tampa. Brady's man. I didn't look at the numbers, Michael. I don't know how long. Bogaerts has been in the league for a while. I mean, if he's a career 300 hitter, which I'm pretty sure he is, I think he'd have to do a little bit more, but he's headed towards the Hall of Fame for sure. He's a really good player. The throw back to second, and Judge just got back. There is Bogaerts and Judge hanging out together at second base. There they are. Of course, when I was growing up in the 80s, and I know there's some guys in here that remember the 80s, we got Judge and Bogaerts battling it out for a batting title. We had Jeter and Nomar in 99, but Nomar won it by a mile. I think Jeter hit 349 or something that year, and Bogaerts hit like 370, maybe 357. But it was always Boggs and Mattingly fighting for the title when I was growing up. So we knew that rivalry as well. The 2-0 to Rizzo, swung on and grounded to first. He does his job. Cassis picks it up, steps in the bag, and there is 1 away. Judge to third. Johnny the Eternal, my friend, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it, brother. He says, you're the best. Can you say 3-0? I could say 3-0. Fly Eagles into the side of a dumpster. I'm nervous because we didn't want to put them to sleep with a win. We want a win as a win. Giants, go put the Cowboys down. Now, hopefully, Johnny, you guys are good, man. I have not said nothing but I picked you guys to win the division before the year started, but you guys look really good. I mean, you're clicking on all cylinders. What did you have, 9 sacks today? Offense looks good. Devontae Smith was amazing. Pitch. Glaber fouls it away. You guys are good, man. I hope that we can, I hope we can beat Dallas. It's a game we can definitely win. I hope we can stay on pace with you guys, but there is no question the Eagles are the best team in this division. It's no question. They may be the best team in the NFC. They're really good. Glaber hitting 252, 24 homers, 70 RBIs. He is very streaky. When Glaber's going to the opposite field, he's really good. He takes that pitch. K-Zone had it as a strike. This umpire obviously has a tight strike zone. I'm sure Dashy could tell us who the umpire is tonight. The count's 1-1. Benjamin, what's good, my man? I don't know if they have that bet, but that's a good question. That pitch is outside and called a strike. That pitch was not close to being a strike. The umpire gives him that about 6 inches off the plate, and the count's 1-2. Obviously a massive pitch because 1-2 is way different than 2-1. Sox have the infield in early on here in the first. The 1-2, Glaber pops it up. That will not get it done. Coming in, playing in right field, shallow. Ref Snyder makes the catch. Judge just draws a throw, but he'll go back to third. So Glaber unable to get the job done. That has been a very big bugaboo for the New York Yankees this year. The inability to hit with men on base. And it's something that could definitely rear its ugly head in October when the games matter most. So the inability to get that guy in, the Yankees are one of the worst in the league at that. And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. Thank you, Big Moo. I appreciate that. I don't know why I was that far behind ESPN. I know normally it's like 7 or 8 seconds because, like I said, it's just YouTube's delay between streaming and coming out on YouTube. But I'm not usually 30 seconds behind ESPN. So that will bring up Cabrera. I like this kid. He's looked good in the field. He's had some nice at-bats at a grand slam there. Now he swings and rips off. Oh, it's going to be fielded behind second base. That damn shift, man. I swear to God, next year that's a hit. It did go off the end of the bat. It looked like it was going to center field, but ranging over and making the play was Bogaerts. It was shifting. That would be a hit next year when they outlaw the shift, and that retires the side. The Yankees waste the leadoff double by Judge. No runs, one hit. He's left at third. We've played one full inning. No scores. We go to the top of the second. Green Bay recovers the onside kick. I thought somebody just said Brady just scored a touchdown. Oh, they must not have got the 2-point conversion, and Tampa Bay went for the onside kick. Got it. It'll definitely take a miracle to beat the Astros, Ocean Blue. We're not as good as the Astros. The crickets are very loud out here this evening. Bodo, my friend. My man, Bodo. Thank you so much for being a member for 29 months. He says, just watch two bad offenses, Brady versus Rodgers. Ouch. It is amazing how Brady and Rodgers really haven't gotten it going yet. Of course, they're both a little long in the tooth, as are we, Bodo. I've been buying a bunch of Brady stuff. Where's my guy card vibe? I've been buying like a lot of like I had a lot of you guys on here know I had a big Tom Brady rookie card collection. I had a lot of Tom Brady rookies. I sold them about a year ago. I kept one, and I kept one, and now I'm buying like all of his second, third, fourth year. Like I'm going to buy every Topps Chrome and every Bowman Chrome, like PSA 9s through 2008 or something, because they're not that expensive. So Brady's one of my favorite guys of all time. So why not? Sox Arizona, thank you for being a member for 20 months. Says go Big Blue. Damn right. I can't wait for tomorrow. That's going to be a hell of a stream. Tell everybody you know to join that stream tomorrow, man. I want records tomorrow. I want to see a record tonight with Judge. I want record numbers in that stream tomorrow night for the Giants Cowboys. We need all the Giants support we can get. Timothy, thank you for the super sticker, my friend. I appreciate it. Can't put dollar signs in my eyes, but appreciate it. Yeah, Bader's been good, but I agree. Why would you trade pitching? Tells me how little they think of Aaron Hicks. That's the way I look at that. But I don't know why you trade pitching. And Montgomery's been great because St. Louis actually allows them to throw fastballs. The Yankees front office tells the Yankees to throw off speed pitches, although that was a fastball swung on and missed. And the count is 0-1 to Rob Refsnyder, the former Yankee. Having a nice season for Boston. The pitch is up and in, and the count is 1-1. Big Moo. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Moo. Thank you, my friend. He says, can't wait tomorrow night. Me neither. I just always want Mondays over with anyway, but I can't wait for tomorrow night. The 1-1 swung on and foul back, count 1-2. I do love calling Yankee games. I know the crowds aren't as big. I definitely look forward to calling Yankee playoff games. Like I'm going to do as many as I can. One thing I love there's a lot of things I love about my wife. I wouldn't have been with her for 22 years other than that, but I've said this during my silver play video when I got the button, the pitch is fouled away. She's very supportive of the things I do, so I'm pretty sure she'll understand that even though I go to the gym, I'm still going to do as many playoff Yankee games as I can, because obviously that is a big deal to me, being a Yankee fan. And I want to be able to share that with all you guys and girls. I'd love to make a run at the World Series. I have not been able to call a championship for my teams. I was able to call a championship for the Lakers a couple of years ago, and they're not even my team. And that was a lot of fun. So I can only imagine what it'd be like to call a championship for my favorite team. The 1-2, Refsnyder fouls it away. Count remains 1-2. Spike Lee at the game tonight. And I can tell you this too, man. Nestor Cortez is having a hard time putting these guys away. Asia, my lady, what is going on? Always good to see you. Let's hope Aaron Judge hits this home run tonight. Let's hope so. Nope, not yet, Brownie. I'm hoping that I'm doing the game tonight and he can do it. 1-2, swung on and hit in the air to right field, pretty deep back into the corner. Peraza on the. I'm so used to Judge playing right field. Peraza on there, Cabrera rather on the track makes the catch. I'll get it right eventually. The count's 0-1. We're showing Nestor Cortez and all of his weird moves and timing to the plate. It's pretty funny. Bodo, my man. Boto, the Goto. That's what his name should be. Goto winner, because he is the absolute GOAT. Pitch outside. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you, my friend. He says, everybody tells me I'm long in the tooth, so I decided to have it pulled. Like the song says, it's all about the shorties. Pitch, strike. He says, I know I said I don't know anything about rap. Does that count? Yeah, we'll give you a little street cred for that one, Bodo. I don't know much about the new rap. Pitch, just off the plate on the cutter. Count is 2-1 to Tristan Cassis with one out here in the top of the second. My wife definitely likes Nick's ice cream, but I definitely eat way more than she does. 2-1. Swung on a miss. Fastball in the outside corner. Cassis waves and misses. 2-2. My wife actually says to me, it's funny because she's like, who are you? Since when do you eat so much ice cream? But I love Nick's ice cream. I like ice cream. I've never been a huge ice cream guy until I started eating that stuff. The 2-2. Swung and fouled away. Of course, I'm very regimented about my diet. So I'm regimented about everything I do. So when I get in the habit of doing something, I eat Nick's every night after dinner. But even last night, like I eat sushi. She's like, since when do you eat sushi? But that's nothing with any fish. But like I ate a Boston roll, ironically enough. That's just cream cheese, shrimp, and asparagus and rice. It was damn good. Not as good as the bacon wrap shrimp. That was incredible. We went to hibachi. Of course, my son loves it. The 2-2. Low 3-2. Also, I've never been a big fan of onions, and I wouldn't say they're my favorite vegetable, but now I eat onions. My taste buds have changed a lot for the last couple of years, which is weird. It'll be a 3-2 from Cortez to Cassis. Payoff. Swung on and chopped weakly to third. Going to be a tough play. Throwing on the run, and they just got him. Nice play over there by Marwin Gonzalez. As he fields a slow grounder, throws on the run, and retires Cassis for the second out here on the top of the second. Joe's is at all the games, Asia. I saw he was trying to get Noah. Noah wanted that baseball in the worst way from Aaron Judge. Whenever, I can tell you this, Asia, whenever I get to my next Yankee game, I'll definitely be letting Joe's know that I'm going to be there because I gotta meet up with him. And whenever I make it to Citi Field, Asia, because that is going to happen, I will definitely come and visit you, my lady. No question about it. I've talked to my wife about going to games. Like, we're talking about going to Pittsburgh next year. Like, I would love to go to Pittsburgh, even if the Yankees don't play, because I want to visit that park. 1-0, swung on a miss. That could be a weekend trip, but I want to start I just waiting for my son to get a little older where he can actually like sit down for 3 hours without being like, I want to go home, because that would be him right now. But I definitely want to visit Citi Field, Asia. It looks beautiful. The 1-1 outside, 2-1. Daniel, we'll see. I don't know what they're going to do for Aaron Judge. I don't know how much they want to offer him. Burnt Ballsack. I saw my guy in Pete's stream the other night. That is a rough name, man. Double B, Burnt Ballsack. And that was 2-1. Swung on a ground into second. Right there is Torres. He throws on the first and an easy 1-2-3 inning as they retire Dahlback. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We've played 1.5. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. I know how that goes, LA Lou. I spent half my life going PP. I am watching on ESPN Asia. Yes, I am. Yeah, I burnt balls. Like, I'm a big taco guy. Like, I love tacos. I love Mexican food. And the thing is, like, I still don't like big hunks of onions like on a sub. Like, I don't like raw onions on a sub, but like I would never eat raw onions in a salad. I'd always pick around the onions in a salad. Now I eat them, or fresh onions and salsa. Like, I would never eat salsa with onions in them, or diced onions on a hamburger, or any of that stuff, or grilled onions on a hamburger. Now it's like, throw them on there. Or hibachi, they make that onion volcano when they throw the big onions in, or your vegetables. And for years, I would just pick around it and leave the onions. Now I eat them. And I don't know if it's because I don't eat a lot of food. So it's just like, that's healthy and I can, eat those. I want to eat as much healthy stuff as I can. I could be why. I don't know. It's weird because I was never an onion person. I never liked sushi either. My wife's like, just try it. And I did. And she's like, now my husband likes sushi. She's like, who the hell are you? I'm like, I like that stuff. I don't know. Yeah, caramelized onions are good. Like, that's a thing, Lou. Like, for years, I wouldn't eat them. And all of a sudden, I don't know when that changed. And it's weird because when I was really young, when I was like in first, second grade, I loved tuna fish. And then there's just something about it now. It's just absolutely disgusting. And I wouldn't touch tuna fish with a 10-foot pole. But when I was young, I ate it. And now I wouldn't touch it. Same thing with green beans. When I was young, I hated green beans, and now I like them. I don't, again, not my favorite vegetable, but it's just weird how your taste buds change. Um, it is weird. Why is salmon not good? I mean, salmon is good. It's just a fattier fish. If you're looking for low fat fish, you shouldn't eat salmon because salmon's very fatty because of the omegas, kind of like peanut butter is. I mean, it's high in protein. So if you're trying to bulk up and you want to eat seafood, salmon's good for that. But there's definitely more lean fish than a salmon. But salmon's fine. Yeah, Philip, I eat sushi. I just don't like fish. Like I'm not going to put tuna or yellowtail in my sushi. Shrimp, lobster, that type of thing, seaweed, rice, all that. Yeah, that'll eat. But I'm just not a big fish guy. Like I don't like fish. Um, Pitch is in there for a strike. Never had a taste for fish ever. I've never had a taste for that. Here's Harrison Bader hitting 258, 5 homers, 27 driven in. It'll be Bader, Hicks, and Trevino. The pitch just below the strike zone. K zone had it as a strike. The count's even at 1-1. That's why Bears load them in salmon before they hybrid. Did not know that, LA Lou. Learning something new every day. Red onions are definitely better than than like the white onions. Definitely. Big Moo, I agree. The 1-1 debater, low 2-1. Conrad, my friend, thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate it. What's better overall, to decrease calories or sugar if you're trying to stay healthy? Well, sugar has a ton of calories in it. You should always avoid sugar because sugar is a bunch of empty calories, meaning there's no nutrients in sugar. It is all carbs. It's all simple carbohydrates. So there's no protein in it. Pitch in there for a strike, 2-2. There's no vitamins in it. There's no protein. It's all carbs. And your body will absorb carbs really quick and you'll be hungry very soon. Like it's not going to fill your body up because your body will use it as energy real quick. 2-2 outside, 3-2. So not only do you eat sugar and get all those calories in a small condensed amount of food, your body's going to be hungry soon afterwards and you're going to take in more calories. That's why everything I do is artificial sweetener and no sugar, except for Nick's ice cream, of course, because Nick's ice cream fits my macronutrient diet plan. That's why. It'll be a 3-2 here to Harrison Bader leading off the bottom of the second with no score. He pops it up to center field behind second base, actually. Right there is Chang. Puts it away, and there's one away here in the Yankee second. Michael, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. What's my favorite shape? That is a very interesting question. Chippy, I'd have to think about that. That's a good question. I'd probably say a triangle or a diamond. Probably that. Probably a diamond. I would say diamond's probably my favorite shape. Pitch low to Aaron. This guy sucks. Can't wait for this guy to be off the team. Just dead energy. You know, you talk about fish, and that's what Aaron Hicks is. Aaron Hicks is just a dead fish at the plate. It's just what he is. He just stinks. 1-0 in there for a strike count, 1-1. Bread, the same thing, David. Bread is very high in carbs. It's very high in sugar. I try to avoid bread as much as I can, not because it's like horrible. I mean, you can eat some bread, but you don't want to live on it. But bread is very high in sugar. It is. And it's very high in calories and carbs. Obviously, there's more nutrients in bread, especially in the crust, than just sugar alone. The 1-1, upstairs 2-1. But again, the calories add up really fast. Like if you're going to eat carbs, vegetable carbs are very good for you. Your complex carbohydrates like potatoes, sweet potatoes, pastas, those are good for you. Hicks pops it up straight up in the air on the 2-1. Coming in from first base as Cassis makes the catch in foul territory. Nice at bat by Hicks. Typical of bat by Hicks, who's slugging less than IKF. And he is out. And that brings up the catcher, Jose Trevino. That's a fact. If your salmon are swimming upstream, you will have problems with your urethra tract. That's a fact, Bodo. That is a fact. Yeah, for me, like a lot of things I eat, man, it's meat. It's chicken, it's ground turkey, it's ham because there's no carbs and there's very little fat and it's very high protein. That's just my diet. It's just incredibly high protein and very low fat. Carbs kind of fill out my diet. I don't avoid carbs completely. I'm not on a keto thing. I definitely eat carbs. But I don't go crazy with them. The 0-1 way outside called a strike. Count 0-2 to Trevino. Says umpire has a wide strike zone. The 0-2 swung on and chopped the first, bobbled, but picked up, and they get him. And the side is retired. Sure you are, Caputo. The Yankees go in order in their half of the second. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We'll go to the top of the third. No score. I don't like crab, Bobby. I'm not a crab. I would have to try crab again because I haven't had it in a long time. That was one thing I wanted to try was a California roll because I know there's crab meat in it, and I'm like, it's probably not fish. I might be able to down, but my wife didn't get it. She got the Boston one instead. So you can't go too crazy with the rolls. It costs a lot of money. Hibachi's expensive. My kid wanted to do it, and I told my wife, I go, it's your turn to pick where you want to go next week. Because that's one thing I look forward to. Saturday nights, macros are out the window for me. I just love having that Saturday night with my wife and son going out to dinner. Like I love having that time with them. It means a lot to me because my wife and I both work, very hard, and it's just nice to go out with the family. Those are the things that really matter in life. Conrad, my friend, thanks so much for becoming a member, brother. I really appreciate that. Conrad Gould, welcome to the Dog Pound. Dog Pound members, you know what to do. Welcome Conrad Gould into the Dog Pound, baby. Welcome to the kennel, CG. I appreciate you, my friend. Asia says Big Wood. What's going on, Big Wood? What's going on, everybody? Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. That would be great. How many likes we got? 88, almost 200 likes. Up 200 likes. We almost got 200 people in the chat. Almost 100 likes. We're 12 away. So I know that it's got to be 12 people that can hit that thumbs up and get us to 100 for this evening. Amazing guy. I'm hoping so, my friend. I hope 3-0, man. I would love it. That'd be awesome, especially to be able to beat Dallas on Monday night in prime time. I can't wait for that stream. That one's going to be off the chain. That stream is going to be hopping. How far do I think the Yankees will go, Greg? I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think we get past Houston until we find a way to beat them. I can't predict us to beat them. I do think I forgot who we would play first. We don't play Toronto or Tampa. We would play Cleveland or Seattle, I think. I think we can beat either one of them in a 5-game series, 7-game series, 5-game series. ALDS is 5 games. But Houston's going to be tough. But I want a shot at Houston. I mean, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. I want to be able to beat Houston. If we're going to make the World Series, I want to be able to say we were able to get past Houston. We owe them. So hopefully, if we're going to beat Houston, though, the Yankees are going to have to hit with men on base. They're going to have to make those productive outs, get guys, in from third with less than 2 outs. And Cole's going to have to pitch like an ace. That pitcher swung on a grounded 2-3. Gonzalez to his left throws across the diamond. Nice stretch by Rizzo. And there's one away in the Red Sox third. It is Bodo. Bodo is here, Bobby. Thank you, L.A. Lou. I appreciate that, my friend. Lanto, yes, Giants whiteout tomorrow. Of course, I'll be wearing the classic blue McKinney jersey because I can't change what I do. A superstition. This is true, Crazy Sifter. I have noticed that ever since I called him Glaber Torres. He's been hitting the ball to right field. That's when he's at his best. Squaring to bunt and taking a strike is Connor Wong. One of the slightest catchers you'll ever see. Usually the catchers are pretty thick. This guy is just like an average build for a catcher anyway. Count 0-2. He's probably jacked. All these baseball players are a lot bigger than they look. Of course, unless you're Aaron Judge, that dude is just a house. Giancarlo Stanton is a statue. Nestor Cortez ahead in the count 0-2. Lefty deal swung on and fouled away. And the count remains 0-2. Cortez up to 40 pitches as we play here in the top of the third. Harrison Bader says, you feel faster now that you cut your long hair. I guess they're talking to Harrison Bader. Kind of looks like Josh Donaldson a little bit. I don't like that they talk to the outfielders during the game. I know they're trying to bring the fan experience there as that pitch is fouled away, but let the man concentrate. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the third for the Red Sox. We have no score. Bobby, how can I be awesome when you are awesome? I saw that he was in Seattle today, Asia. It'll be an 0-2 from Cortez to Wong. Lefty taking his time, looking in, and now time is called. I was waiting for that to happen. So let's see what happens. Thank you all for being here. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Wong swings to a fastball on the outside part of the plate. And there's 2 away here in the Red Sox third. And then I'll bring up the center fielder, former Dodger, who came over in the Mookie Betts trade, Kike Hernandez. Yeah, Big Wood Stanton is jacked, man. That dude is a beast. I'm sure. Benjamin, I know you love watching the Seahawks lose, of course. Bodo, my friend, or like I said, should I say goat? Oh, because you are the goat. That pitch is upstairs. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Says, I know you tweeted. I know I tweeted you this, but we need to go 150 games, no interleague play, more division. Nice curveball on the outside corner, and the count is 1-1. More division games and reintroduce the 1-game playoff for ties at the end of the season. I hate that they don't have the one playoff game for the ties at the end of the season. Pitch, swung on and chopped foul 1-2. But Bodo, you can see that they're trying to change things back by taking the shift away. Obviously, that's going to make things different. But I agree. I'm an old school guy like you, man. I could do without the interleague play. Definitely do with more division games. And certainly the 1-game playoff for ties at the end of the season. I'd be all about that. So I'm like you and LA Lou and a few other guys, very old school when it comes to baseball. Pitch, swung on and popped up foul. Giving it a look is Rizzo, but it reaches the seats. 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the third. No score between the Yankees and the Red Sox. They are talking to Bader. Oh, Verdugo. That's right. Verdugo came over in the trade, not Kike Hernandez. Verdugo's not in there tonight. Verdugo's got a big-ass chain around his neck. Verdugo, of course, I think Verdugo kills the Yankees. The 1-2 swung on and popped up. Bader running and talking. Wonder if he's chewing gum as well. People say you can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Bader can run, talk, and chew gum at the same time. That is pretty amazing. Obviously, a man of many skills is Harrison Bader. The 1-2 swung on and he swung on and missed. Doesn't run to first. And down retires side. 2 strikeouts for Cortez in the inning. The Red Sox go in order in their half of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third. We have no score. A cameo where, Chippy? Yep. Do I have any Yankees jerseys? Yeah, I have quite a few. I have a Judge jersey. They're uncomfortable, so I don't wear them. I'm in my Sunday garb, man. I got my Wu-Tang shirt on. I got my gym shorts. Which socks do I have on today? I got my Guinness socks on today. Just very relaxing day today. I didn't feel like putting the jersey on, but my wife got me a Judge jersey for my birthday. I got a Bernie Williams jersey, Jeter. I have a couple of Jeter jerseys. I have a Tino jersey. I have a Bernie jersey. I think I said that. Mariano Rivera. I have an away A-Rod jersey. So I have some. I have a Tino. I said Tino. That's pretty amazing, Bigwood. I have a hard time. I do work out and chew gum at the same time. That I do. Yep, got my Guinness socks. I don't know if you can see them. Show you a little leg. I don't know if you can see those or not. Can you see those? I don't know. The chat's covering up, but yeah, I got my Guinness socks on. I don't know if you can see that. Show in the chat a little leg. I don't need OnlyFans to show you my legs. Let's go. But appreciate you being here. Let's go. I asked them all out of bubblegum. Rowdy Roddy Piper. Classic line from John Carpenter's They Live in 1988. Obviously, you can see MLB. They wanted to let you know that there was a strikeout. They put it up there like 40 times. Nestor Cortez just broke the all-time record for strikeouts in a game. He struck out Kike Hernandez 40 times, according to MLB.com there. Last time I went to Yankee Stadium, God, not since my son was born. So we're talking 2016, probably. I used to go all the time. My wife and I used to go to 3 or 4 games a year. Pitches outside. When I was young, my dad and we went to probably 12 to 15 a year, but we live a long ways from the city. So it's not like we can just, it's not like it's a 10-minute drive. It's a good 3 hours for us. Here is Marwin Gonzalez leading off and chops it foul. It'll be Gonzalez, Peraza, and then Aaron Judge. We'll see if we can see some history in this inning. Dashy, my friend, thank you for the super chat, brother. I really appreciate it. Back in July when the Reds were in the Bronx, Aaron Boone talked to Jim Day from Bally Sports, Ohio about Aaron Boone's time with the Reds as a player. Yep, he came over in a deal with the Yankees in 2003. It was absolutely terrible except for that one magical at bat in Game 7 of the ALCS, which obviously Yankee fans and Red Sox fans will never forget. Then he got hurt in the offseason, tearing his Achilles playing basketball. We ended up with Alex Rodriguez. It'll be a 1-2. That's right. Well, he was talking about Yankee jerseys, Bodo. You gave me a Steelers Bodo jersey with Mel Blunt's number. But yes, just the Yankee jerseys. Pitch is low. 2-2. I do not have a Mattingly jersey, which is something I definitely need to work on. But the problem is, like I said, I don't wear a lot of jerseys because I do find them uncomfortable. I like t-shirts. I've just always been a jeans and a t-shirt guy. Obviously, when I go to a game, I wear them, but I don't get to the amount of games I used to. So that's why I say if I buy a jersey, I really like the player. 2-2. Swung on in line. Nice catch by Xander Bogaerts. Again, that'll be a hit next year as he lined into the shift one away here in the Yankee third. Don't worry about it. I'll send you another 11 jersey from the Dallas Cowboys next year. I don't have an 11 jersey. I don't have a Micah Parsons jersey. Pitch in there for a strike. I wouldn't hang the jerseys on the wall. This is not my type of thing, Kerm. It's not my type of decorum. I don't hang a lot of things on my wall. I really don't. The 0-1, like I have autographed pictures. The pitch is fouled away, and I keep them like underneath my bar down here. I don't hang much of anything. Am I a fan of the new rules next year? I mean, with the pitch clock and the shift. I mean, I don't have a problem with them taking the shift away. I feel like they should play the position they play. Swung on in line. That's a base hit to left field. So Peraza's on base with a 1-out single. Second Yankee hit of the night. That'll bring up Aaron Judge with the first hit with a double. Crowd is going to go crazy here as they all stand in unison, looking to make history. So all I know, ballers, they changed the rules a lot. So I just kind of roll with it. I am an old school guy, but it is what it is, right? I get used to the rules. I still love baseball. It's still my favorite sport. Like I said, if you want, you can have any seat you want in Yankee Stadium right now because everybody is standing. As Aaron Judge stands on the preface of history with 60 homers. The pitch from Bello in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. No score in the bottom of the third. Judge is 1 for 1. He doubled his first at bat. If I'm not mistaken, that should pass Xander Bogaerts for the league lead in average. He is right there. One thing I can tell you, when Maris was hitting 61 homers, we didn't have all these photographs. 0-1, swung on it, missed out in front of a changeup, but the count is quickly 0-2 to Judge. Roger Maris did not have cell phones, social media. He had I don't even know what kind of cameras they had back in 1961. Probably just your flashbulb cameras that you hoped you got a good picture of. It'll be an 0-2 to Aaron Judge, and the pitch is outside. And the count is a 1-2. Everybody just kind of standing there, holding their collective breath, just waiting to see this happen. I know I've been waiting to see it happen. What better team to do it against than the Boston Red Sox? The 1-2, low, 2-2. Again, when a player is sitting on a monumental achievement, you just want them to get it out of the way. The one thing I could say is it really hasn't affected Judge at the plate. He's still hitting the ball hard. You know, it doesn't look like he's pressing, but obviously it's in the back of his mind. He's human. You know, he's thinking about it a little bit. It'll be a 2-2. Low, just low, 3-2. Boto, my friend, thank you for the super chat. Boto the Goto. Appreciate it. Does anybody ever drink tea in a t-shirt? I do. I'm definitely more of a coffee guy, but I definitely drink tea in a t-shirt. Iced tea, most likely. Not hot tea, but iced tea. Green tea I like. It'll be a payoff to Judge. Bello said the belt kicks and deals, and it's low, so Judge walks. Crowd is going to give Bello the what for? They will give him the Bronx cheer. But again, that's what I mean. Aaron Judge, if he was pressing, he would be going out of the strike zone to try to hit these pitches. That was a good pitch. It was a great take by Aaron Judge, and he takes the walk. He hasn't changed his approach at all, which tells me I think the guy's going to hit 61 homers. But if he was really like pressing, he would have swung at that. He doesn't. He takes the walk. Yankees up first and second with one out, and they got a threat brewing. It's a great at-bat by Aaron Judge. Professional at-bat. Obviously, you're a Yankee fan. You want to see him swing the bat, but, you know, they got to throw him strikes. It's a good job by Aaron Judge. That brings up Anthony Rizzo. I'd like to see him put one in the seats, make it 3-0. That would be nice. Bellows set at the belt. Righty deals. Rizzo takes on the corner for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Perat's on at second. Judge on at first. Bottom of the third, no score. Yankees had an opportunity in their half of the first. Judge doubled, was moved over to third on a ground ball by Rizzo. But Glaber failed to get him in as he popped up, and Cabrera made out. So we have no score. Pitch. Rizzo swings and misses. Tried to golf a 99-mile-an-hour fastball below the knees and missed. Count quickly 0-2. Anybody in the chat know what the Yankees' magic number is? I know they're in the playoffs, but what is their actual magic number to clinch a division? Is it 3? Like, I know it's low, but I don't remember the exact number. It'll be an 0-2 here. It is 3. Thank you, Tim. It'll be an 0-2 to Rizzo. Swung on and fouled away. And the count remains 0-2. I hope so. Osama back in the house. That's going to be a great series, baller. Mets and Braves, man. Don't get much better than that for the division title. Yankees with runners at first and second with one out in the bottom of the third. Scoreless tie. And Bellows set at the belt. The righty looks in for the sign, kicks and deals. Rizzo gets a piece of it and pops it up behind third. Going back and making the catch is Dahlback. And there's 2 away here in the Yankee third. That'll bring up Glaber Torres. So again, the Yankees now 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position tonight, which has, again, been a big problem for the Yankees, not just this year, but for the last few years. Which is exactly why you want higher batting average guys. You have a higher batting average, it means more likely you're going to put the ball in play and get a base hit. Base hits score runs too, not just home runs. Yeah, Bodo. I mean, I can see that, but when you're a professional batter, you also want to get the guy out too. Pitch low, and Boston's out of the race. Obviously, I think if they were playing like if the division was on the line with Boston, they should pitch around them. I mean, I wouldn't want to see that. I want to see him swing, but if I'm an opposing pitcher, I'm not letting Judge beat me. I look at the Yankee lineup and I say, yeah, somebody else beat me. I'm not letting that dude do it. I'd like to see Glaber take one into the opposite field gap here. Look for a pitch and hit it the other way. He's been good at that lately. 1-0. He goes back to the Reggie Jackson type swing as he swings out of his shoes and goes down to one knee. And that's when Glaber's at his worst. When Glaber overswings like that, that is when he is Glaber Torres. When Glaber keeps his hands back and tries to drive the ball to the opposite field, he's at his best. He has enough power to hit the ball out of the park to right field, but when he takes those type of swings, when you overswing, you're going to pop the ball up. That's just your hands come forward, you dip your shoulders, and you uppercut, and you swing underneath the ball, and you pop it up every time. It'll be a 1-1 to Glaber. He just needs to put solid contact on the ball. He checked a swing, not solid contact, grounded to the pitcher. And Bello touches him out. Glaber 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. The Yankees 0 for 4 as a team. And the threat goes by the wayside again. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We've played 1/3 of the game. We'll go to the top of the 4th. Red Sox nothing, Yankees nothing. Hey, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Remember, we paid Logan Ryan all that money. 3 years, $30 million. That was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Anthony, I'm thinking about doing a video on that tomorrow. About the Giants and Lamar Jackson. I'm definitely probably going to put that up tomorrow. I haven't done a lot of content. Like I like being able to do Giants videos, but I really haven't been able to do like a Giants video lately. But I think I am doing that tomorrow. I'll record it tonight, and it'll be up like 11:30 tomorrow. And then obviously we'll have the Giants and the Cowboys 7:45. I think the game starts at 8:15, so we'll be live 7:45 tomorrow. Come on by, hang out, watch the Giants and the Cowboys with me and the entertainer. It'll be on this channel. Tell everybody you know to join. Like I said, I want to set records. I want a record chat. Record people in a Giants chat. I don't know what it is. For the Lakers, I know we had almost 23,000 in one chat. For the Giants, I think it was 6,000. I don't know. Not going to the Bears game, Benjamin. No, I'm not going to that. Like I said, I'm not talking about ever going to a Giants game again until I actually have the tickets. So, won't do it. But the Yankees 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position again tonight. AJP says the Mets will eliminate the Dodgers. That's fact. I don't think that's a fact at all. Number one, both of those teams that have to meet up in the NLCS. You don't know if either team's going to make it there, but I think the Dodgers are better than the Mets. I think the Dodgers are better than everybody. Doesn't mean they can't be beaten, but to say that's fact, I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far at all. Mets better worry about beating the Braves before they worry about the Dodgers. Very big series coming up here for the Mets. I'd worry about Atlanta before I worried about Los Angeles. We'll cross that bridge when you get to it, Mets fans. It'll be an 0-1. Swung on and popped up. 0-2 to Tommy Pham. It'll be Pham Bogats, as they say it in Boston. And J.D. Martinez, 2, 3, and 4 for the Red Sox in their half of the 4th. Cortez set at the chest. The lefty kicks and deals the 0-2 and is fouled straight back. The count remains 0-2. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to London. I can tell you that, Benjamin. That I can tell you. Nope, not wearing white, Hunter. 0-2. That pitch has been called a strike all night for Bello, and Cortez throws it and he calls it a ball. Get your head out of your ass, ump. Call it consistently. Pitch upstairs, 2-2. I'm not wearing all white. I've worn that McKinney jersey the first 2 weeks. I'm not changing. There's no way I'm changing what I wear, what I eat, nothing. That's not happening. And I'm not in the crowd, so I don't need to worry about what jersey I'm wearing. 2-2. Swung on and fouled off the mask of the umpire. Hope it hurt. And the count's 2-2. Nobody out in the top of the fourth. Well, thank you, Joanne. I miss calling the games. Like I said, when the playoffs get here, there'll be a lot more Yankee games. Definitely. I'll try to call as many Yankee playoff games as I can. That's just something I've done in the past as well. The 2-2 swung on and he just got a piece. Trevino could not hang on. And again, Cortez having a hard time putting the batters away. The Red Sox have been able to foul away a lot of two-strike pitches. The Cortez already up to 56 pitches with nobody out in the top of the fourth. No problem, Omar. I'm glad to do it. I don't know why it'd be blacked out in your area. That's strange. It's on ESPN. It should be the nationally televised game of the night. The 2-2 pitch just off the plate, 3-2. Unless you're talking about like MLB.com or something, they black it out like that. But it is my pleasure, Omar. It'll be a full count here from Cortez the Fam, leading off the fourth pitch, and he walked him. So a good at bat by Tommy Pham. Of course, two pitches that the umpire could have called strikes, have called the strikes against the Yankees the entire night, but decided to let Pham have first base. Michael K., A-Rod, and Roger Clemens. I guess that's on the K-Rod cast somewhere else. I probably should put that on there. Oh, you do? Okay, that's what I figured. That's when you said it was blacked out. I figured that's what it was, Omar. Chris Conroy's behind the plate. Thank you, Dashy. Oh, Dashy always knows the umps. Appreciate that. Pitch. Again, K-Zone has that as a strike. The umpire is not giving the outside corner to Nestor Cortez, but has given it to Brian Bello the entire evening. The entire evening, Bello has got that call off that corner, and Cortez hasn't gotten it once. Cortez is looking for a double play. Red Sox, I believe that's their first base runner. That pitch is in there for a strike. And the count is 1-1. Bogarts walked his first bat. So that was our second base runner. Bogarts in a batting title race with Aaron Judge. They're both hitting .315. I do believe Judge's single moved him percentage points ahead of Xander Bogaerts. The 1-1 pitch popped up behind the plate. Trevino and Rizzo give it a look, but it'll reach the stands. And the count is 1-2. Omar, listen, I know that there's a lot of controversy about the steroid era and everything, but to me, it's Bonds. He had 73 homers, steroids or not. That's the record. You know, people can say whatever they like about it. The guy still hit 73 homers. There was a lot of guys that took steroids, never hit 73 homers. What I do know is the American League record still belongs to Roger Maris. And that's the one Judge is trying to break. That I do know. But I still would give it to Barry Bonds. The 1-2 fouled away. Again, Cortez just unable to put the Sox hitters away tonight. A lot of fouls on two strikes. McGuire, because he did with less. I don't know about that. I think McGuire took more than anybody, to be honest with you, Bodo. Bonds is on the K-Rod thing. I just saw Clemens on there, Asia. I did not see Bonds. It'll be a 1-2 pitch to Bogarts. Just off the plate low. They check at first, and he did not go 2-2. Cortez is laughing because Cortez knows he's not getting any of these borderline strikes, and that Bello has gotten him all night. There you go, Dash. You go get you a beer. You deserve it, my friend. Bengals got their first win of the year, so definitely enjoy your beer, my friend. That's true, Big Moo. He might hit 90. Pitch. Popped up foul again as, again, Cortez can't get anybody out. 64 pitches. Cortez might not make it through 5 tonight. Just a lot of pitches. Not that the Red Sox have hit him hard, but he just can't put them away. I didn't know you were up near Albany, Bodo. That's my neck of the woods. It rained here this morning, and then it got nice. Like the sun came out in the afternoon, and then it kind of went away again. It was cloudy. The 2-2 swung on and grounded foul again. Bogaerts continues to battle. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Yeah, you're talking about McGuire. I agree with you, Punkum. I completely agree, man. I completely agree. No score in the top of the 4th. Bogaerts in a battle here with Nestor Cortez. Tommy Pham is on at first with a leadoff walk. Judge DHing tonight, pacing the dugout. Cortez trying to get Bogaerts, and Bogaerts hits it in the air to left field. Hicks just in front of the track, goes over a few steps, makes the catch. Bogaerts is finally retired, and there's one away here in the Sox 4th. That'll bring up the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. Well, somebody's going to pay Judge Brandon. I don't know if it'll be the Yankees, but somebody is going to pay them. We'll see what happens. He bet on himself, and he won. I don't think there's any question about it. I would still be weary of giving him a really long-term deal. He is 30 years old. He has battled a lot of injuries in his career. It's the first year he's really been completely healthy. So I don't know how many years I'd want to give him. Somebody will make that commitment, but I don't know. Well, there it is. Aaron Judge is leading in batting average. Bogaerts now hitting .314. Judge would be the Triple Crown winner if the season ended today. He's 11 RBIs ahead of Jose Ramirez, who's a really good player for Cleveland that nobody talks about. I think that's fair, RJ. I think 7 years, 280. He might get 300 for 7 years. The pitch upstairs. Like I said, it might not be the Yankees. I mean, one of those West Coast teams, he's from San Francisco. So the Padres, the Giants, the Dodgers, I mean, who knows? The Mets may make a run at him. There's some teams that are just going to be like, I don't care how much money it takes to get him here. They might try to draw him away from the Yankees. Yankees still trying to get healthy. No DJ LeMahieu, no Matt Carpenter. Be a different lineup with those guys in it. That pitch is low, 2-0 to J.D. Martinez. One out in the top of the 4th. No score between the Yanks and the Sox. Crowd settling in here in the big ballpark in the Bronx. They continue to show Judge sitting on the bench all by himself. Everybody up ahead of him. Judge thinking about his next at bat, most likely. Johnstown, yes, I know where it is, my friend. 2-0, swung on and laced foul into the seats. Martinez out in front of a cutter. Count 2-1. Yep, they have a Bodo. They have a card show in Johnstown every Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Every year they have it the Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. That could very well be Punkum. That could very well be. I still don't know. I mean, like I said, he's 30, so the next few years it might be worth it. But, you get to 35, 36, it might not be, as Martinez hits it in the air to center field. Harrison Bader comes in and shallow center, makes the catch. And there are 2 away. That brings up the right fielder, the former Yankee, Rob Refsnyder. There is Roger Maris. On October 1st, 1961. Do believe Tracy Stollard gave up this homer. L.A. Lou could probably confirm, but I do believe that was off of Tracy Stollard. Holy cow, he did it! That's for Rizzuto's thing. Way back there! Holy cow, he did it! Number 61 for Roger Maris. Pitch bounced up there. Nice stop by Trevino. I have a Roger Maris rookie. It's one of my favorite cards. The legendary number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. I know all the older fans will know what number 9 is about. They 1-0. Not to be confused with 420. You know what to do. Smoke them because you got them. 420. Subways. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Punk. We'll see. The Yankees are definitely going to make the guy an offer. I don't think there's any way they don't. I don't think there's any way they don't make him an offer, but we'll see. There you go, Joanne. It is the Beatles. That's right. The pitch is inside of the backdoor slider. And the count is 3-0 to Rob Refsnyder. Tristan Cassis waits on deck. Oh, gee, man, I plan on bringing the energy tomorrow. There is no question about it. I'm pumped up for that game. I know all the Giants fans are pumped up for that game. It's a big game for us. It's early in the year. The Eagles are flying. They're 3-0. We have a chance to be 3-0 on national television. That pitch is in there for a strike. The count's 3-1 against our hated rival, the Dallas Cowboys, and a game that is very winnable for the Giants. We're getting our edge rushers back. Obviously, no Kadarius Toney. I knew some of my fans would know what that number 9 is from. 3-1. Swung on and ripped there. And it goes into the seats of the Yankees. I think that was fair. And the Yankees get a break. That is a fair ball. That looked fair to me. It is. It's a ground rule double. Hicks never even ran over there. I do believe that's a fair ball. I thought with the naked eye that looked like a fair ball. Judge wants to review it. We'll get a better angle at it here. I thought this was fair. It's a fair ball. It's definitely fair. It's clearly fair. L.A. Lou, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. He said it was Tracy Stollard. I know my history. I thought that's who it was. Thank you, L.A. Lou. And Dashy, my friend, thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate it. Brilly. He says, I'm drinking Victory beer number 1. Hooday! I'm hoping I'm having another Victory Scotch tomorrow night. Meeting at the mound. Cortez already up to 75 pitches. There is for Rizzuto's number. Obviously, you're showing Rizzuto. He was number 10. Roger Maris, number 9. But Rizzuto called Roger Maris' 61st homer. I grew up listening to Phil Rizzuto and Bill White, Spencer Ross, to the games on WPIX 11 in New York City. Cortez up to 75 pitches. First real threat of the night for Boston, as Refsnyder just got their first hit. They have runners at second and third with 2 outs, and the first baseman, Tristan Cassis, at the plate. The lefty deals at a lefty, and it's off the plate outside with the cutter. The count's 1-0. Score prediction for tomorrow, Hunter. I think it's close. I think it's within a field goal. It could go either way. I can't say I think the Giants are going to win, and I can't say I think Dallas is going to win. I think it's a close, ugly, low-scoring game that's decided by a field goal or less. That's really what I think. Both of those teams have played ugly games the first 2 games of the year. So I think more of the same. I definitely think the Giants can win, but they're the Giants, man. So hopefully things are different and we just find a way to do it. 1-1 off the plate, outside again, 2-1. Definitely a game the Giants can win. I'd love to see them go 3-0. I think the Giants can win the game a lot like they did last week. 19-16, 16-13, 17-16. Big move. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. Biggest Giants game, biggest Giants home game in a long time. That's true. Really is the biggest game. Probably since the last time probably since 2016 when they played Dallas late in the year. It probably is, probably is. Definitely since 2016. The 2-1. That's called a strike off the plate and counts 2-2. Cortez really hadn't got that call all evening, but he gets that one. Spike Lee cheers his approval. Yankee fans clapping it up, trying to get Cortez through this 4th inning. It's been a long 4th inning. He's thrown a lot of pitches. Again, he just hasn't been able to put anybody away with 2 strikes. Pitch Strike three call. I know what Cassis was looking for. Could I help you, sir? No, thank you. Just looking. Hey, go! So Tristan Cassis strikes out, and that will retire the side. For the Sox, no runs, 1 hit, 2 left. You played 3.5. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. We have no score. I'm going to go hit the bathroom. And why I hit the bathroom, you hit that thumbs up. That would help out greatly. Hit that subscribe button. Those are the best way to support the channel. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. Ring the bell. Make sure you come back tomorrow night for Giants Cowboys. You ain't going to want to miss that. Stream is going to be off the hook. And I will be right back. All righty then. P break number 1. That's correct. That is correct. Cooper Rush. Hopefully Cooper is getting rushed all night tomorrow. Am I still scared of Houston, Raj? Absolutely. I think Houston is definitely an incredibly tough opponent. I think that until we beat them, they do scare me. They're better than we are. And they've had our number. So they definitely scare me. I mean, I'm not saying I don't think that we can beat them in a 7-game series, but we haven't proven that we can do it. So they definitely worry me. There's no question about it. They're the best team in the American League. They're going to have home field advantage if we meet up with them. So yeah, very worried about Houston if we had to play them. The postseason begins October 7th. The Yankees postseason will begin October 11th, barring any massive letdown here. Magic number is 3 for the Yanks. Toronto, 8 games behind the Yankees. Tampa Bay, 10 back. Can the Jays beat the Rays in wild card? Absolutely. Pitch. This umpire is ass. That pitch is a foot off the plate, and he calls it a strike. But again, Cortez does not get that call. Cabrera swings and laces it up the alley. That's going to get down and split the gap. And Cabrera is going to cruise in a second with a leadoff double. Great piece of hitting by Oswaldo Cabrera. Takes the pitch the opposite way. And the Yankees will lead off double. I don't think I'm honestly, David, I'm not worried about Cleveland. If the Yankees can't beat Cleveland, then there's a big issue. They should be able to beat Cleveland. They should be able to beat Cleveland or Seattle. They should not have an issue with either one of those. They better be able to beat them. Houston's a team that worries me. Now, again, obviously anything can happen in the postseason. We've seen that a million times, but Cleveland doesn't really. The Yankees are better than Cleveland. They should be able to get past them. Pitch. Fouled away by Harrison Bader. Count 0-1. No score in the bottom of the fourth. Bader 0 for 1 tonight. Yeah, Cabrera definitely got a beautiful swing from the left side of the plate. He's played very well at every position that they put him out in the outfield as well, or the infield. He's done a really good job defensively. He's made a couple of mistakes. Obviously, he's a rookie, but definitely a good-looking young ball player here for the Yanks. We're still waiting for Volpe to get up here. It'll be an 0-1 to Bader. Bello deals. Bader swings over the top of a two-seam fastball, and the count's 0-2. Bello about to deal the 0-2. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Not a good job there by Bader. He swings at a pitch inside and strikes out, so he doesn't get the job done. So one away here in the Yankee fourth. Come on. Oh, God, that brings up Aaron Hicks. So we know this is an out. We know this one's an out. Yankees are 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position tonight. The pitch right down the middle, a fastball right down the middle. Hicks looks at it like some hot chick walking by. I mean, this guy takes so many damn strikes right down the pipe, and then he swings at pitches way out of the strike zone. Pitch upstairs. Count 1-0. Yeah, that Ultra Sir, they could have brought him in earlier. It'll be a 1-1 to Hicks. Bader looks at Cabrera at second. Now deals. Hicks takes it on the inside corner for a strike. Count 1-2. Hicks hitting a solid .219 on the year. OPS of .649. Absolutely pathetic. It'll be a 1-2 pitch. Hicks takes upstairs, counts 2-2. Two-two, Yankees and Red Sox, nothing. Be a 2-2 here to Aaron Hicks. Oswaldo Cabrera on at second. Led off with a double. Bader struck out, so he's there with one out. It'll be a 2-2 pitch. Stanton and Judge having a laugh. Hicks trying to drive in the first run of the game for either team. The Big Moo. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Get to it in 1 second. The 2-2 to Aaron Hicks. Pitch. Swung and a miss. Runner goes to third, and he's in there. So Hicks strikes out, as is per usual. The guy is an absolute scrub. Does not belong on a major league roster. The guy sucks. He is so useless. The Big Moo, thank you for the super chat. He says, how much fun will it be with Mr. Tibbs and Aziz? It'll be awesome. No, Hicks doesn't have a higher average than Rizzo. Rizzo's hitting 224. Hicks is hitting 218. So Hicks does not have a higher average than Rizzo. It'll be up to Trevino to try to get that runner in from third. The pitch bounced up there, and the count's 1-0. So Cabrera on at third with 2 outs. Neither team has been able to scratch across the run. Bottom of the fourth, no score between the Yankees and the Red Sox. It'll be a 1-0 here to Trevino. Pitch upstairs, called a strike, count 1-1. This umpire sucks ass too. It's terrible. It'll be a 1-1 to Trevino. Pitch upstairs, 2-1. It'll be a 2-1 to Trevino. Come on, man. A little single here. Pitch. Swung and grounded. Throw for a base hit. There we go. Cabrera scores and the Yankees lead 1-0. So Trevino comes through with a 2-out single, and the Yankees get the first run of the night. Bono, my friend, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Brilly. I just thought of a great idea for baseball. Put these players' contracts. If you average below 250, you get $5 million bonus. If you average above 250, you get a $5 million bonus. If you ever tip 300, you get Yeah, that would be interesting, Bodo. I will say this. Next year, the averages will go up because there's no shift. But yeah, that should be an incentive. The problem is analytics just pay for home runs. That's what they do. No, I read it wrong, Bodo. You're good. You're good, my friend. I just read I read it wrong. I guess, Punkum. Is that all it takes? Can I ask for a Giants W tomorrow, my friend? Can we get that one? Can Marwin Gonzalez put one in the seats? I'll take a 2-run homer from Marwin here. You know, I'm calling that. I'm calling it right now. I'm going to say Marwin Gonzalez is going to click on this, but he's going to hit a home run. What are the odds of him hitting a home run? We're going to call that one. I'm going to call a homer for Gonzalez in this at bat. It'd be pretty funny. The Yankees lead 1-0. Pitch low, 1-0 to Gonzalez. Jose Trevino with a 2-out RBI single drove in Oswaldo Cabrera, who led off the inning with a double. Marwin Gonzalez hitting a solid 188 with 5 homers, a whopping 588 OPS. Put that in perspective, Judge is slugging almost 700. This is the guy's on base and slugging combined is 588. Change up in there for a strike, 1-1. It's another guy that really doesn't belong in a major league roster. It'll be a 1-1 pitch. Grounded right to first. Cassis grabs it, goes in a bag, and that will retire the side. But Yankees finally get a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. We've played 4 full. Go to the top of the 5th. Yankees 1, Red Sox nothing. I'm ready for the Astros. I mean, we have to finish the job, win this division. Then we got to get past either Cleveland or Seattle. And, worry about the Astros if we get there. But the Astros still scare me, man. They have the Yankees number. So if we are fortunate enough to get to the ALCS and have to face Houston, we're going to have to actually hit with guys on base. I think DJ will be back with the playoffs, Rory, but I don't think anytime soon. I don't think they're hurrying him back. If he's healthy, maybe they play in the last couple of games of the regular season just to kind of get his timing down. when the games don't mean anything. So I did not know that, Nelson. It's very interesting. Did not know that. Well, obviously, the Yankees haven't scored first a lot. Seems like Yankees Red Sox have a lot of extra inning games this year. What is this? The 1977 Yankees? Seeing the Dodgers and Yankees, which is that's the World Series that I really want more than any World Series. Yankees, Dodgers, and uncivil war. Hey, maybe that's a sign of things to come, Dodger fans. I'll definitely want to watch that one. I'll definitely want to watch that little documentary on ESPN, Yankees, Dodgers on Civil War. I've not got to see a Yankees Dodgers World Series. I was alive when they played in 77, 78, and 81, but I was too young to know what the hell was going on. Yeah, you envy. I hope so, my friend. I think the Giants can definitely win the game. I don't know if Carpenter's coming back, Joanne. I guess it's much more serious than initially thought. I would love to get him back for the postseason, though. We could definitely use another lefty power bat. September 27th, LA lose. So Tuesday night. I didn't see what time it was, but it looked like it was on ESPN Plus. Bones, what's up, my friend? Let's go Yankees indeed, and let's go Giants tomorrow. For sure. 1984 Yankee Magpie. That was when I started watching all the sports. That pitch is laced foul. They talked to Aaron Judge. We're in the top of the fifth inning here. The Yankees lead 1-0. It'll be the bottom of the order for Boston. Dahlback, Chang, and Wong. 7, 8, 9 for Boston. Cortez is already up to 82 pitches because he's had a hard time putting the batters away with 2 strikes. 1-1. Swung on in line. Caught by Marwin Gonzalez. I think he leapt. I don't know. ESPN was slow with the camera, but there is an out there. So 1 away in the Sox 5th. Big move. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Of course, Chris and I always do all the games together, my friend, but it'll be on this channel tomorrow night. And Gonzalez did. Snared it out of the air. Showed the Hobbs. May not be able to hit, but he makes a nice play there. I don't think anything similar to the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry, William. I think the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry has a mystique of its own, but the Yankees-Dodgers obviously was a huge rivalry. I mean, going all the way back to when the Dodgers played in Brooklyn, and that's way before my time. It's even before my dad's time. It's a long time ago. Pitches grounded weakly to second. Torres throws the first. 2 quick outs here in the Red Sox 5th as Chang is retired. And this is exactly what Nestor needs. But I would love to see it. And yes, I love weed. Albert Pujols, 700 homers. He is true class. You know, people don't understand how good Albert Pujols was when he was with the Cardinals. Now, he was still good with the Angels, but the guy's name was the Machine for a reason. The dude was one of the best right-handed hitters in the history of the game. He's right up there with Miguel Cabrera, man. Amazing. That pitch just swung on and missed. But yes, Pujols, class personified. 2 of the most underrated players in the history of baseball. Both played for the Cardinals. Obviously, Pujols, but the guy I always mention is Stan the Man Musial. So underrated was Stan Musial. Ridiculous pitches outside because he didn't hit 500 homers. But I believe the man's career average was 336. He drove in a ton of runs. He hit 475 homers. He had over 3,000 hits. I mean, the man was awesome. Pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. I actually called that a slider, but whatever. It's 1-2. Crowd not on their feet. Well, that guy's up and cheering, looking for the strikeout here on the top of the 5th. Yanks lead 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Cortez with a quick pitch, and the pitch has popped up to right field near the track. Now coming over to the grass and making the catch is Cabrera. Good inning for Nestor Cortez. He only threw 9 pitches in that inning, and he goes 1, 2, 3 We've gone halfway. It's an official game now. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 Bronx Bombers. Samuel, I agree. I think Cortez should start game one. He won't, but I'm not a big fan of Garrett Cole. Not a big fan. A kid called Chris. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I hope we go 3-0, baby. Let's go, Chris. Let's go. I hope Judge does make history tonight, man. I haven't called a Yankee game in a while. It'd be nice to call 61. Waterfly, I don't think he has many. 3? I think he has 3 strikeouts. Agreed, Greg. Agreed. Did not see that, Bodo. Oh, I don't think you have to cross your fingers. Albert Pujols, first ballot Hall of Famer, brother BKL. There was no question about that. That guy's going in first ballot. Definitely. There's only a handful of guys that hit 700 homers, man. I think it was the 4th one. You know, Bruth obviously did it. Bonds and Aaron. That's it. Aaron had 696. So Pujols was only the 4th guy in the history of baseball to hit 700 homers. So Bernie was awesome. Weed. I was a big Bernie Williams fan. Yankees Double-A team used to play in Albany, which when I was younger, I lived closer to Albany and moved to Saratoga a few years ago. But I used to go watch the Albany County Yankees, and Bernie was there in the 80s with Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders played in Albany for the Yankees. Remember seeing Deion, his Jerry curl. So, IKF's not playing tonight. At least IKF makes contact. He may not hit home runs, but at least he puts the ball in play. His fielding has been questionable, though. Judge will bat in this inning. He'll bat next as Peraza swings and lines a base hit into the corner, down the left field line past third base, and he'll cruise into second with a double. So the kids tonight, Oswaldo Cabrera had a double and a run scored, and now Oswald Peraza lines a double. The only problem is first base is open. I don't think they'll intentionally walk Judge, but it could be the old unintentional, intentional job here. There is the Maris family. Aaron Judge getting a rousing ovation from the crowd, sitting on 60 home runs. Everybody with their phones out, including the Red Sox fans. They also want to see history. L.A. Lou, thank you for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate it very much. He says, since the move, the Dodgers and Yankees are 2-2 in the World Series. Pitch. Judge swings and got under it. The crowd got a rise out of it, but I just reacted to Judge's reaction. Center fielder throws to third, so Judge got in on the hands a little bit. Didn't really get those arms extended and didn't get the power. Anytime the ball goes up in the air from Judge, you're thinking, but you can tell by his reaction he didn't get it. I watched him and did not watch the launch angle, or it might have fooled me. I just watched his reaction. He knew he didn't get it. So he'll have to wait another at bat. And Peraza stayed at second. Just got in on him. So there's one out here in the bottom of the fifth. He'll definitely get at least one more at bat. Pitch. Rizzo grounds it right into the shift. Peraza will go to third. Rizzo is retired. 2 away here in the Yankee fifth. We'll take a 2-out hit here from Gleyber Torres if we're going to get this run in. That's right, Joanne. When he hits it, it definitely has a different sound. A-Rod, there's some players that when they hit it, it just Stanton, A-Rod, Judge. You can see that's just off the trademark. He doesn't get it off the barrel. He didn't get it off the barrel of the bat. It was inside a little bit. Great question, Greg. Maybe next year, but I agree with you. These kids should be playing every day. Donaldson makes way too much money. The dude's not a good player. Here's Torres. He takes low. The count's 1-0. The Yankees lead 1-0. Yeah, Dion did let his soul glow. That is for sure. He was in Albany about the time Coming to America was popular, so it makes sense. 1-0. Glaber takes outside 2-0. Yankees lead 1-0 in the bottom of the fifth. Oswald Peraza on a third with 2 outs. 2-0 count coming here to Glaber. This is a perfect example. Glaber should not be trying to hit a home run. He should not be thinking home run here. Glaber should be thinking 2-0. I'm going to get a fastball, and I'm going to wait back on it and hit a line drive up the middle and get this runner from third. That should be his approach, not this swinging for the fences, going down to one knee like Reggie Jackson. He takes low 3-0. It's a good take by Glaber. Oswaldo Cabrera awaits on deck. There is Josh Johnson. I swear he looks like Harrison Bader. I loved Jorge Posada. Hip, hip, Jorge. There is Stanton. Showing the Yankee bench. Higashioka. It'll be a 3-0 here to Glaber. Does he have the green light? I wouldn't give him the green light. He overswings too much. He does take a curveball. I guess Bello thought he might have the green light. He went changeup on 3-0, and the pitch is in there for a strike, 3-1. Yankees lead 1-0. The bottom of the fifth. Torres trying to make it 2-0. Takes inside. Get a bat by Glaber. Nice patient at bat. So he'll take the walk. Yankees have runners at the corners. And here is Oswaldo Cabrera. He doubled and scored his last at bat. There is Roger Clemens and A-Rod. 2 guys that belong in the Hall of Fame. PEDs or not. Let's just put the damn guys in the Hall of Fame already, man. Ortiz is in the Hall of Fame. We all know he did it. So, they're not media darlings. So we're going to hold a grudge. Stop being dorks and holding grudges against these guys and putting in people you like. It's ridiculous. Writers should not get a vote for the Baseball Hall of Fame. That's my opinion. Writers should not get a vote at all. There you go. They're showing Pujols. There's A-Rod. They're showing some chick giving the finger. Nice job there, ESPN. Got some drunk chick out there in a half shirt flipping the bird, and ESPN shows it. Good job, ESPN. Way to go. Isn't there some kind of delay on television? But they show that anyway. Very interesting, ESPN. Good job. Pitch. It's in there for a strike. I mean, I don't care, but I mean, there's kids watching. I try not to swear on here, for crying out loud. This is my YouTube channel. But what the hell were they doing? Like, how do they not cut away from that? I think the cameraman must have got a little freaking teepee in his pants from watching that girl, and he got a little distracted. The hell is that? It'll be an 0-1. What the hell are they doing? It's ridiculous. 0-1. Fouled away. 0-2. That's pretty funny. It's a bad job, though. It's a bad job. Yeah, what are they doing, BKL? What the hell was that? Like, there's a big delay between the camera and, so that doesn't happen. Maybe it's just audio. Maybe the audio is delayed, but the video is not. I don't know, but that was pretty funny. She just flipped everybody off. She's drunk. It happens. It's the Bronx. It'll be an 0-2, and it's outside 1-2. Come on, Cabrera. Let's go, baby. We need a hit. There are the most home runs in history. Obviously, Sosa, McGuire, and Bonds. All more the Maris. All of them on PEDs, and none of them in the Hall of Fame. Roger Maris probably should be in the Hall of Fame. was much more than just 1961. I mean, he won an MVP in 1960 as well. 1-2, bounced up there, good stop by Wong, and the count's 2-2. Maris won back-to-back MVPs in 1960 and 61. I think the problem with Maris was he just didn't play long enough. I think that's what was the deal with Roger Maris. I'm pretty sure he only played about 9 seasons. I don't think he played in L.A. Lou could probably let me know, but I don't think he played in 1969. I think 68 was his last year, maybe even 67. I know he didn't get to 1969. The 2-2. Cabrera fouls it away. High fastball. Went out of the zone, but fouled it back. Count remains 2-2. Yankees making Bello work in this inning. His pitch counts up to 75. We'll see, Gene. We'll see. Hopefully somebody gets to catch that ball tonight. I would love to be able to call it. There is a hall in the Hall of Fame. There's a lot of halls in the Hall of Fame. It's a gorgeous place, Bodo. It really is. If you've never been there, it's awesome. Cooperstown is one of a kind. It'll be a 2-2 to Cabrera. Runners at the corners and a timeout called. Yeah, Aaron, I mean, I think Munson should be in the Hall of Fame, definitely. Maris. Some of the guys that they're putting in the Hall of Fame, I mean, I've said this. If you're going to put Trammell in the Hall of Fame, Dale Murphy should be in the Hall of Fame, Roger Maris, Thurman Munson. If you're going to start putting guys that weren't like extraordinary in there, then a lot of guys belong in the Hall of Fame. 2-2. Cabrera fouls it away. He's battling because I think Dale Murphy won 3 MVPs, if I'm not mistaken. He was one of the best hitters in the 70s and 80s. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? So he did. So 68 was his last year. I thought that's what it was. Christopher, I like Cabrera too. Dr. Longus, I don't really know if there's a great. I mean, I like the Veterans Committee. I don't know, but like the writers should not have a vote. I don't really know what the best way to be would be, but obviously the writers and the media, they vote for the people that they like. And it's BS. That's why it took Jim Rice so long to get in the Hall of Fame, because he wasn't friendly with the media, but he was a Hall of Famer. But they'll put Ortiz in there, even though there's all that speculation about him taking PEDs. They'll throw him in immediately. They got no problem putting him in the Hall of Fame. Oh, Harold Baines is another one. Like, I don't believe Harold Baines is a Hall of Famer. I don't believe Edgar Martinez is a Hall of Famer. I don't believe Omar Vizquel is a Hall of Famer. I think those guys are very, very low Hall of Famers. Low quality Hall of Famers, those guys. There's definitely better players than them. Like Dale Murphy. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame if those guys are in it? Thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. Pitch, low. And the count is full at 3-2. God bless him, Gene. God bless him, my friend. 95. My grandfather, he passed away a while ago, but he was born in 1919. So he saw DiMaggio, Berra, Mantle, Babe Ruth, all that. My dad grew up during the dark times of the year. Well, he was young when they won in the 60s, but he grew up with the 70s Yankees. Obviously, I had the 90s Yankees. I'm in my 40s, so I got to see the 90s Yankees. I grew up in the 80s. 3-2, swung and a missed. Bello wins that battle, and that will retire the side. The Yankees do not score. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We played 5 full. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Yankees 1, Red Sox nothing. Yeah, God bless them, man. 1927. That is awesome. 95. Nope, the Yankees did not win the World Series in the 80s. They made it in 81. They lost to the Dodgers in 6 games. The media is biased, Greg. I agree. It's why I hate it. It's why I don't believe they should be voting. L.A. Lou said the Yankees and Dodgers were tied. The Yankees, they lost in 63, right? 63, the Dodgers beat them in 63. The Dodgers beat the Twins in 65. So I think the Yankees lost to the Dodgers in 63, lost to the Dodgers in 81, after they moved to L.A., obviously. Dodgers beat the Yankees in 55. But since they moved to LA, the Dodgers won in 63 and 81. The Yankees won in 77 and 78. I think that's the two apiece. Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. Like I said, man, I don't get to do a lot of Yankee games because as a guy that works a full-time job and goes to the gym, has a wife and a 5-year-old son, 7 o'clock time slots are extremely difficult for me to stream because I want to spend some time with my family. It's why I stream Laker games because they play late at night. But when the Yankees hit the playoffs, I do pretty much every game. My wife understands. She's very supportive of that stuff. I obviously can't do every Yankee game because, like I said, I work a regular 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday. It's not 9 to 5, it's 7 to 4, but you get my point. I have a regular job. So 7 o'clock slots are difficult for me. But again, today being Sunday, the Giants aren't playing. Aaron Judge is on the preface of history. It's the Red Sox. I wanted to do a game. And like I said, October 11th, I'll definitely be live for the Yankees and whoever they're playing, be it the Guardians or the Mariners. So I appreciate y'all being here. If you haven't done so, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. That helps out the stream huge. It costs no money to hit that thumbs up or subscribe. They're both great ways to support the channel. The best way to support the channel is by hitting the thumbs up because YouTube's algorithm loves it. Hit the subscribe. You're kind enough to do that. Ring the bell so you know when I go live for Yankee games, Giants games, or make any kind of video. And thank you for spending your Sunday night with me. Hopefully Aaron Judge will make history tonight. He'll have at least one more at bat. The Yankees lead 1-0 as we play here in the top of the 6th. It'll be an 0-1 to Kike Hernandez. He lines the ball down the left field line. That one was tough to tell. That's foul. Just foul. Counts 0-2. The top of the order for the Sox, Hernandez, Pham, and Bogaerts. Obviously, we're watching the batting title race as well because Aaron Judge looking for the Triple Crown. Bogaerts is 0 for 1 with a walk. He's hitting .314. Judge is 1 for 2. So I do believe he is percentage points ahead of Xander Bogaerts. Actually, Judge is probably hitting .315, and Bogaerts hitting .314. So he might be a full percentage point ahead. It'll be an 0-2 to Kike Hernandez, and the pitch swung on a miss. Strike 3. Here you go. So Kike swings at a fastball and comes up empty. 1 away here in the Sox 6th. Bring up the left fielder, Tommy Pham. Dr. Longa, so this is the thing. We have to get to Houston, right? We have to get by either Seattle or Cleveland, most likely. So we got to win that series. The pitch is in there. And then we worry about Houston if we make the ALCS. Can we beat Houston? I believe we can. Will we beat Houston is the big question because Houston has had our number. That pitch, check swing. Did he go? He did. Umpire shaking his head. So the count is 0-2. Actually, it's 1-2. I'm sorry. But the Astros have had our number. If we're going to make it to the World Series, though, we're going to have to go through Houston. It's the only way we're going to do it. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I'd want to beat them to get there. Pitch called a strike. I guess that was a strike through. What am I looking at here? My game day is behind, I guess. I don't know what's going on. It'll be a 1-2 to Tommy Pham, and the pitch. Strike 3 called. Outside corner at the knees. Can I help you, Mr. Pham? No, thank you. Just looking. Grab some wood there, bub. 2 away. It's Cortez with a brush stroke on the outside corner. That's why my game day was actually ahead of the television. Raymond, it should be something like that, but the writers should not get a vote because, like I said, they play favorites, and that's just not right. You know, Steve Garvey should be pitch low. Steve Garvey's an ass, a complete ass. He's a jerk. But the guys, if you're gonna put Alan Trammell, Harold Baines, Edgar Martinez, Omar Vizquel in the Hall of Fame, 1-0, low, 2-0. Steve Garvey's a Hall of Famer. Bill Buckner's a Hall of Famer. Bill Buckner had 2,700 career hits. Dale Murphy's a Hall of Famer. If you're going to start putting mediocre guys or like above average players in the Hall of Fame, then those guys belong in there. 2-0, low 3-0. It's supposed to be the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Very Good. But they have definitely made the Hall of Very good here in the last 5 to 10 years. Like Lou Whitaker is going to get in. Lou Whitaker is not a Hall of Famer. He's not. It'll be a 3-0 in there for a strike. If Jim Cott's a Hall of Famer, why is Tommy John not a Hall of Famer? I don't know. 3-1. Swung on and hit in the air to right. Cabrera coming in a few steps, makes the catch. 2 strong innings here, the last 2 innings for Nestor Cortez. Red Sox go in order. We've played 5.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees 1, Red Sox nothing. And Nestor Cortez throwing a 1-hitter tonight. Exactly, Edward. That's why I wanted the Yankees to get a home field advantage. But that's the way it's supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to dominate at home and play 500 on the road. So, we'll see. We'll see. Nasty Nestor indeed, man. So the Yankees have made the postseason already. Looking to cut their magic number to 2 tonight with a W. And like I said, barring some epic collapse, they will win the AL East. It was looking a little shaky there in August. I think Tampa Bay got to within about 3 games, and they cooled off a little bit. They started playing the Blue Jays. They beat up on each other, and the Yankees started to win some games and pulled away again. But October 11th will be game 1 of the ALDS. I will be live for that. Hopefully you guys and girls will be here as well. Well, if the rains come, it is an official game. It'll be Bader, Hicks, and Trevino for the Yanks. Yeah, Houston's is really good. I mean, they have good starting pitching. They shut down the Yankees, and they have timely hitting. They have guys like Jose Altuve that actually make contact. Jordan Alvarez, who's having a great season. They're not just power hitters in Houston. They also hit for average. Whereas you look up and down the Yankee lineup, it's a bunch of low average, high power guys. And it's not a consistent way to score runs. And that's why the Yankees are hit or miss. The Yankees will have weeks where they look unbeatable when they're hitting home runs or scoring 9 to 12 runs a game. And you're like, yeah, they're the best team in the baseball. And they go through these stretches like they did in August where they're not hitting home runs and they score 1 run, they score 2 runs, they can't hit, they leave a ton of men on base like tonight. I think they're 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position or something like that. Here is Bader. He fouls it off his foot. And it is 0-1. Bello up to 79 pitches as we play here in the bottom of the 6th. It's nice to have a low. You can have a couple of low average power guys in the team, but it can't be full of them. You can't have a bunch of guys that hit between 210 and 220 with a bunch of power. You can't have that. You need a nice balance. Judge is an exception. You don't see a lot of guys. I mean, it's hard to win the Triple Crown. Like I said, it's been done once in the last 55 years. It's been done 1 time since 1967. That was Miguel Cabrera. It's very tough for somebody to have that balance. Judge has a chance to make that history too. As a ground ball in the hole, Bogarts jumped over to first, and too late. Bader, with the speed, beats it out and gets a leadoff infield single here for the Yanks. But you need some guys that, like I said, maybe hit 10 homers, 12 homers, but hit 320. You load your team up with a few of those guys, a couple of boppers, and then a couple of guys that hit like Judge does, and you really got a scary lineup. There's no holes in it at that point. Speaking of a guy, here's a guy with low average and no power, and that's Aaron Hicks. He's over 2 tonight, as is per normal. Pitch, bounced up there. Nice stop by Wong. Count 0-1. Bader definitely has the speed to steal a base. It'll be a 1-0. Drew Hicks batting from the left side. Bellows set at the belt. The righty kicks and deals, and Hicks swings and chops it foul. Just foul as he pulled off and hit a weak ground ball to first. Bader was on the move. There is one of the, there's Hank Aaron. There's Roberto Clemente. That's amazing. Those are two of the greatest players in the history of baseball, Hank Aaron and Roberto Clemente. Two guys that I did not get a chance to watch. Obviously, Clemente died tragically. Pitch, Hank Aaron did live a very long life. God rest both of their souls. Two of the greatest, awesome players. Proud to say I own both of their rookie cards. Big fan of Hank Aaron and Roberto Clemente. Bought me a Hank Aaron Negro Leagues jersey when I was in Cooperstown. I just found it ironic that the name of the team was the Clowns. I was like, if I only had that last year, that would have been so perfect to wear for the Giants games. The rain starts to fall here in the Bronx. Hopefully it does not stop the game because I do not plan on being up until midnight doing this game. I got to work tomorrow. 2-1. Hicks. What a horrible swing by Hicks. Pitch is 2 feet outside of the plate. He swings and misses. That's the way I would take a swing at a pitch. The guy is completely lost at the plate. Always. When Aaron Hicks steps into the batter's box, he's looking around like a tourist looks around in New York City. It'll be a 2-2. He takes low 3-2. I would imagine Bader will be running here on the full count pitch. There is Jeter. I don't know why they're comparing the way they hit. Obviously, Judge much more power than Jeter. Jeter's a big guy, 6'3", 200 pounds, but Judge massive. There'll be a payoff pitch to Aaron Hicks. The deal swung on and fouled away. Bader was on the run. We'll do it again. Right, and no hustle in the field, Joanne. He just looks at the ball after he dropped it. That's the grounds crew guy, I'm guessing. Rain's starting to come down pretty hard now. Crowd's starting to head for higher ground. For now, the tarp stays off the field, but that rain is coming down. It'll be a 3-2 to Judge. Hicks swings and fouls it away. I wish it was Judge. He does close his eyes and swing the bat. That's exactly how I would do it. Why are they showing Judge from the left side of the plate? What the hell is this? Why are they showing Judge with a reverse negative? That just looks weird. He's running the wrong way. If they played baseball in Australia, do they run the bases like that? Where's my guy Lucas? He could tell me. 3-2. Hicks swings and grounds a double play ball. The second for one on to first. Hicks does beat it out. Mr. 30-30. 30 ground balls, 30 double plays, 30 terrible at bats. Another terrible at bat for Aaron Hicks. Over 3 tonight. Complete trash can. Bodo, YouTube does that to a lot of people, man. It does that to me all the time. It freezes the stream and people get kicked out and then they have to come back. YouTube has done that to me for a long time. We're 4 likes away from 200. Who can hit that like button? Let's get 200 likes for this stream. Let's go. Pitch to Trevino. He's got the only RBI for either team tonight. He had a 2-out single back in the 4th that scored Oswaldo Cabrera. Rizzo and Judge talking it up. She's coming down with an umbrella. It'll be a 1-0 to Trevino. Bello deals. Trevino swings and hits it in the air to left field. Back track on the track. Making the catch is Tommy Pham. Hicks retreats back to first, and there's 2 away in the Yankee 6th. Trevino didn't miss it by much. We got under it a little bit, and it came up about 5 feet short of the wall. That'll bring up the third baseman, Marwin Gonzalez. YouTube does it all the time, Dire Giants fan. It used to really tick me off. I mean, I still don't like it. But we all know they used to unsubscribe people to me left and right. And I've had so many people say I've had to resubscribe. So I always say just make sure to double check that you're still subscribed to the channel, because YouTube will unsubscribe you for no reason. But now that I've gotten the silver play button, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I've made it there. We're not close to 1 million. If I ever get to 900,000, then I'll worry about it. But right now we're about 898,000 away from 1 million. Doesn't surprise me, Dire Giants fan. YouTube has serious issues with streaming. It'll be a 1-0 here to Marwin Gonzalez. And timeout on the field. The rain continues to come down. Obviously, they have the weather report, so this must just be a spot shower. Yankees need a couple of base runners to get Judge up in this inning. If not, he'll bat in the 7th. Pitch to Gonzalez popped up. Right field making the catch over there is Refsnyder. Oh, he dropped the ball! Refsnyder drops the ball and the run scores! How about that? Rob Refsnyder boots it in right field and the Yankees get a gift. Maybe the rain had something to do with it. I just figured that's a can of corn. Refsnyder looking up into the raindrops, and he lost the ball. And a bad job by Marwin Gonzalez, because he should be standing at second base. He just missed the ball. He just misplayed it. And that's a bad job by Marwin Gonzalez, because he did not run the ball out. He should be standing at second base. Marwin Gonzalez took his helmet off. It's one thing for me to make that call sitting in my living room downstairs here. But when you're a Major League ball player, you run every ball out. That's bad by Marwin Gonzalez. And that's the type of shit that pisses me off about Aaron Boone, because Aaron Boone allows them to do that. If I'm the manager, I am chewing his ass out when he gets back to the dugout. So you should be at second base with 2 outs. There's no damn way he should be standing at first. Then I'll bring up Oswald Peraza, especially in a 2-0 game. You get in scoring position with 2 outs. Pitch is called a strike. That just pisses me off when guys do not run hard. Refsnyder just missed the ball. I remember when Castillo dropped that, because I went to a card show the next day. Ron Darling was signing autographs, and I remember him talking about that. 0-1. Outside and low. Call another strike. Count 0-2. Judge waits on deck. It'll be an 0-2 to Peraza, the pitch. Not even fucking close to a strike, and he calls him out. That pitch is in the other batter's box, and he called him out on a strike. What a joke. The Yankees do get a gift run on one hit. They leave one. We've played 6. So umpire is complete garbage. 2-0 Yanks as we go to the top of the 7th. What a joke. So umpire has done that shit all night to the Yankees and has not given Nestor Cortes that call at all. If you're gonna make that call, be consistent for both teams. That was not close to a strike. Not close. 212 likes. There we go. There we go. Hit the like, hit that subscribe. But we got 251 in the chat. Let's go. So we'll go to the top of the 7th. Hopefully, there is no delay. Halloween Ends comes out on October 15th, streaming on Peacock. I have that. I only bought that or picked up Peacock for the Olympic basketball. And then I realized I could watch all the episodes of Everybody Loves Raymond. Then I was like, all right, I can keep Peacock. And then I realized I can watch any show from any wrestling territory, or pretty much any wrestling territory of all time. I can watch wrestling. I can watch primetime wrestling, wrestling superstars, any Raw episode, any SmackDown episode, any WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam. Was like the best $5 a month I've ever spent in my life. And not to mention, I watched Halloween Kills on there, and I'll watch Halloween Ends on there as well. Tarps on the field. Well, I will try to hold out as long as I can here, but can't guarantee much of anything. I'm not going to be up until 1 o'clock in the morning. That's not happening. I got to work in the morning. So, yeah, the Attitude Era was amazing. I also love the golden era of wrestling when I grew up with Jesse the Body Ventura and Monsoon on the mic or Bobby Heenan on the mic. But I loved those guys too. The 80s wrestling was great as well. Yeah, Peacock's good, Detonator. I appreciate that, Omar. It's one of my favorite comments. The thing is, I obviously couldn't swear and be biased and everything else. One thing I love about YouTube is it does allow me to live out my dream of calling play-by-play, but it also lets me have my flair and my take on everything without being censored by the network. So that's part of the fun. Hopefully this delay is not long. I'm sure they'll show the radar. Maybe I can pull it up here and take a look at it. I go to AccuWeather. It's nice up here. It's nice. There's no rain up in upstate New York. Let's see. Raining there. Heavy rain and a thunderstorm for at least 60 minutes. So they might call this. I mean, I know that they want to see history, but how come I can't find the damn radar? Oh, where's the radar? Usually you can find the radar in this AccuWeather, and I can't find it. Oh, yeah, this is going right through 10 o'clock. It does look like it lightens up after 10. So we'll see. I wish it showed the I wish I could find the damn radar. And I can't find it. It doesn't show it. I can't. What's this? Oh, here we go. New York weather radar. Let's take a look at the satellite. Let's take a look at this. Well, the radar doesn't really show anything down in the Bronx. Oh, yes, it does. There it is. So it's coming from Pennsylvania. It is heavy rain. You see the red and yellow. You know it's heavy. And yeah, it looks like that's going to be around for a while, according to this. So we'll see how long. I'll try to wait. I'll wait it out as long as I can. But again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how long I can do it. Like I said, man, I got 5:30 comes early when you got to get up on a Monday. And obviously, I'm going to want to get some sleep because, hey, the Yankees, the Giants and Cowboys play tomorrow, and I'll definitely be live for that one. So I want to get some kind of sleep. But it sucks. I would have liked to have at least seen Judge get that last at bat. You know what I mean? I would like to at least see Judge get that last at bat. But I appreciate y'all being here. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll hang out for as long as we can. David Cohn in the booth. ESPN's crew, not David Cohn, but ESPN's crew sucks. They're so bad. Like, they're the worst announcers. They really do. They really do. But no, I had my Knicks already. I had Knicks ice cream earlier in the day, for sure. Yeah, it sucks, Big Moo. I wish, Judge would have got that at bat. You can thank the umpire for striking out Peraza on pitches that weren't in the strike zone. It is always a good time for Knicks, William. That's a fact. I mean, one of the official sponsors of the channel is Knicks Ice Cream. And hey, man, look, man. These little cookie ice cream sandwiches are amazing. These cram bars, they're fantastic. Again, I always have Knicks around here. As you can see, these are some of the remnants. The peanut butter caramel is fantastic. Only 270 calories a pint. This one, my butter pecan, is my favorite of all the Knicks flavors. I mean, I have not had a bad Knicks ice cream yet, but only 290. Butter pecan is my second favorite. My second favorite of chocolate chip. They don't make a Knicks. Listen, my guy, Tommy, if you're watching, you guys got to make a chocolate chip. Knicks needs to make a chocolate chip. They do have cookies and cream, which is amazing. Knicks needs to make a chocolate chip. That's Baddog. That's my input. You guys need it. Knicks needs a chocolate chip for good old Baddog. And then, of course, we have some snack bars. These are really good, too. They have nut bars, protein bars, all that good stuff. You definitely want to check out Knicks. And again, hey, man, if you're going to bet on the Giants tomorrow, you might as well go to mybookie.ag. Why not? You go to mybookie.ag, they will double your first deposit all the way up to $1,000 as long as you enter the promo code Baddog. As just the way it sounds, BADDOG. They'll match up, like I said, to 100% of your first deposit. So you put $200 in there, they will give you $400 to play with. What's better than free money? Nothing, as far as I know. So why not? You got nothing to lose. And, it always makes the games more interesting, whether you're a big bettor or a small-time bettor like I am, where I bet $5 parlays. And it's rare for me to place a bet of $20 or more, but that's just the way I do it. I know there's some guys out there that bet hundreds and thousands of dollars on a game. You guys got a lot more balls than I do, but if you're going to do it, you might as well use mybookie.ag. And like I said, let's go Giants. Let's go Giants. They definitely have Rocky Road and pistachio. Rocky Road is really good. That's probably my wife's favorite Knicks flavor was Rocky Road. She really liked that. I have not had the pistachio. I'll have to try that. Yeah, that's what this is, Anthony. They don't have like a straight coffee. They do have a coffee type of ice cream. I forget what it is. They have a salted caramel This is peanut butter caramel, but they have like a peanut butter coffee ice cream. They have a lot of different flavors of ice cream, but they're all really good. So I did see Eli Manning. I tweeted out. I said I think Chad Powers should be the the Giants quarterbacks coach. For sure, for sure. Um, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Do I talk about? I haven't actually. I have a fitness channel. It's called Baddog Fitness and Life. I haven't posted on there in a long time for the simple fact that I've been so busy on this channel. I was trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. Now that you got the Giants football, you got Yankee play baseball, you got the Lakers start. I'm going to be so busy on this channel for the next 4 months with videos and live streams and collabs, and it's hard to do it. I definitely talk about my fitness, a lot of fitness stuff on here during live streams. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, I put a lot of what I eat there. I show some of the workouts I do on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm just Bad Dog Sports, one word on Instagram. But I post on there a lot about, like meals I have and stuff like that. Yankees lead 2-0. We're in a rain delay. This is an official game. So if they decide, thank you, Dire Giants fan, for putting that link there. Blueberry ice cream. I'm pretty sure they do. Well, let's see here. Hold on a second. We can look at this. I don't know if I put them in the. I forgot. I might have forgot to put their links in the description. I thought they did have a blueberry. Maybe they don't. No, they have a Swedish lemon bar, strawberry cheesecake, hazelnut. That's one I got to get. I definitely got to try the hazelnut. Cherry, chocolate, salted caramel, Swedish chocolate. This is making me want more Nick's ice cream. Swedish cookie dough. There's the pistachio. There's the bars. Definitely want to try that triple chocolate ice cream sandwich for sure. They don't have a blueberry. They have mint chocolate chip. I don't know why I'm not getting that. I gotta get some more Nick's ice cream. I definitely gotta get me some mint chocolate chip. I gotta get this is what I gotta get. I got mint chocolate chip. I'm looking for my next order here. This cheesecake snowflake and a hazelnut cram. I gotta get that. Those look really good. Those look really good. Those are looking all right. Thank you for putting those links in there, Dire Giants fan. That's why you're the man, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hear you, Joanne. Are you moving to California, or are you just saying it because it's rainy here? Sam Adams is fantastic. I didn't have Sam Adams yesterday. I went to that Oktoberfest in Scotia. Man, my feet hurt so bad. I must have walked seriously 5-6 miles during that thing yesterday. I had to walk like a mile just to get to the beer tent. Then I had to wait in line forever. But I did get me an Oktoberfest. It wasn't a Sam Adams Oktoberfest. It was Wolf Hollow Oktoberfest. Well, actually, it wasn't bad. And then whenever I go to Hibachi, I always get Sapporo. I thought about getting Sam Adams Oktoberfest, but I was just like, just give me the Sapporo. But Sam Adams Oktoberfest is one of the best beers you're ever going to have. It's just the issue is with my diet. I can only have beer on Saturday. So I definitely don't drink the way I used to. But it's good stuff. Do I remember I couldn't tell you the day Yankee Magpie. I know 1984. I remember they played the Orioles in the doubleheader. They lost both games 2-0. I went to Lou Piniella's last game. That was in 1984. I went to a lot of games But 84 was the first year that I started going to games with my dad and my grandfather. I appreciate it, Dire Giants fan. I forgot to stick them. I'm pretty sure I forgot to stick them in the description. I usually do put those links in the description. Yeah, Joanne, I'd be excited to get the hell out of New York myself. I keep saying I'm 15 years removed from leaving New York, but I don't think I ever will because my wife's a lot younger than me and she won't be able to retire and she's probably not going to want to leave her family. For me, it's just my mom and my sister. I mean, I don't really have a lot of, I'm not close, like my immediate family, like my extended family, I'm not really close with any of them. So, like for me, moving south, not a big deal at all. Not a big deal. As long as my wife and my kid come, it wouldn't be a big deal at all. But my wife is very close with her like entire family and her extended family. So I don't know. My goal, hopefully, when we're both retired, is to have a winter home down south someplace and a summer home up here. That would be ideal. Somewhere down in South Carolina, leave here like after Halloween. Obviously, it would be with my kids out of school. But leave here after Halloween and stay down south until about Easter. That'd be great. I hate the snow. I hate the winter. I can't stand the cold. I hate it. I am not a winter guy. I'm definitely a summer guy. I'm definitely give me the heat, give me the sun, give me them long days, the beach, the pool, campfires at night. Give me my camp up at Sacandaga Lake, just out on the lake, relaxing. Just give me that. Give me a nice, warm summer night with a nice summer breeze, cold beer on the back porch, listening to the Yankees. Just give me that's my heaven. Just give me that. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want this cold, dreary, drab, dark 25-mile-an-hour winds out of Canada, sleet and snow blowing in my face, driving on slippery roads, shoveling my driveway, warming up the car, defrosting my car in the morning. That blows. How anybody likes that weather? I have no clue how anybody likes that. I understand people not liking the excessive heat. I get it, but how anybody likes the snow and the sleet and that garbage? I can't figure that out. It's such a pain in the ass. Such a pain. It is a bunch of BS. Dire Giants fan, I hate it. I hate it. Sorry to hear your mom's passing, my 2 cents. Yeah, I didn't start watching the Yankees till, like I said, 1984. 85, I really got into the Yankees. Like I always talk about that 1985 team. I absolutely fell in love with the Yankees in 1985. Mattingly won the MVP. I was obviously a huge Mattingly fan. They were so average like through the beginning of August, and then they just took off. They were so hot through the entire month of August and into September. But Toronto was so good, the Yankees just could never catch them. And then obviously, in 87, they were in first place and then they collapsed in August, kind of like they did this year. They just had a big lead this year. And, 88 through 92, 89 through 92 were terrible years for the Yankees. 93, you saw a glimmer of hope with Buck Showalter, Jim Abbott throwing the no-hitter. They went out, they got Paul O'Neill, they got Wade Boggs, they got Jimmy Key. They started to get better. 94, they had a chance. They were the best team in the American League. The strike happened. And then I was heartbroken in 95 when we lost to Seattle, and I got to see a dynasty from 96 to 2000. So, I'm blessed. But the Yankees I always say that of all the teams I root for, the Yankees are my favorite. I mean, I'm a diehard Giants fan, obviously. I bleed blue, and I put every bit of passion into those games. But the Yankees is extremely nostalgic for me. And thinking back to my childhood, there's just nothing like walking through the tunnel and seeing that green grass, seeing them watering the grass, watering the infield, and hearing the crack of the bat. And like I said, on a nice summer day and smelling the hot dogs and the peanuts. And everything that goes with a baseball game just it means the world to me. That's why I love Cooperstown. I'm just such a fan of baseball, the history of baseball, and that's why I love calling baseball games. I always feel like I call a really good basketball game. It's full of excitement, and I put a ton of energy. Anybody that's heard me call a Laker game knows there's a ton of excitement in there. There's a lot. It's a very high energy, high voltage stream. But being able to call a baseball game it's always been my dream. And I try to do the best I can. I always say big inspiration for me is Vin Scully. He's the greatest to ever do it. I'll never be Vin Scully. Nobody will ever be Vin Scully, but it's definitely what I aspire to be when I'm calling a game. I always tell people, since I can't show you the game because of copyright laws, I try to do the best like radio broadcasting that I can. I try to always give you the count, let you know the situation. And then because I do this by myself, I don't have a color analyst with me, like an analyst type of person. I try to tell stories in between like Vin Scully used to do. He was the best. He was the best. So, what's going on, Anthony? How you doing, buddy? I really hope that this rain delay ends. I just want to see Judge get that last at bat. What's going on, Robert? Schenectady's about 30 miles south of me, so not too far away. I appreciate that, Joanne. It means a lot to me. So I always appreciate compliments like that. But yeah, man. The Laker streams are a lot of fun, Dire Giants. There's no question about that. They draw massive numbers. They're worldwide. We literally get thousands of people, sometimes tens of thousands of people in those streams, and they're a lot of fun, and it gives me a break from the monotony of my teams, which drive me insane. Yeah, I agree, Bodo. They've been terrible. Hopefully tomorrow night is not a disaster. Hopefully it's a really good game. I'd love the Giants to blow them the hell out. That'd be a really good game for me. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it'd be very exciting if it came down to the last minute, the way these last two Giants games have, and we were able to win. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But it ain't going to be easy. The Dallas's front seven's very difficult. Let's go. G-Man is right, man. My victory scotch is sitting there, just waiting to come out. So it'll be good. Again, they said there was heavy rain in the forecast through like 10 o'clock. So I'll try to give this to 10:30. The best I can. But like I said, man, it's been a long weekend for me. Just yesterday, I was so busy, and I had that stream with Chris. I slept good, but I've been just tired all day. And I swear, a lot of times, like your body, at least for me, I don't know if any of you guys deal with this, but like it's always like a 1-day delay. Like I did not sleep good on Friday night. I was up like every hour. My thermostat wasn't working upstairs because of the battery. There's no batteries in it. And I didn't know where the batteries were. And I didn't want to wake my wife up. But I was up like every hour. I was up at like 7:30 in the morning. I went to the gym and I walked around Oktoberfest all day. Then we went to dinner. Then we went to the mall. Then I got home. I took a quick shower. Then I streamed with Chris till like 1 a.m. So I feel like I'm feeling that today, even though I slept good last night. Like tomorrow, I'll probably be awake because I swear it's like a 1-day delay. Like I'll feel good tomorrow because I slept good today and I did legs earlier and I didn't do much of anything else. I just was lazy, which is what it's supposed to be on a Sunday. I'm supposed to be lazy after leg day and watch football. Yeah, Lou. I mean, I listen to old Dodgers games or old NBC games in a week on YouTube just to hear him and Gargiola, Joe Gargiola call the game. So Dr. Longest, I don't think they'll rest Judge because I don't think I think that they should, But I think that they don't want to do a disservice to the fans. The fans are paying a lot of money to go to those games. I would be irate if I paid that money for a Yankee game, especially after they had clinched the division, and I paid the money to watch Judge to have a chance at history, and he didn't play. So I think he will play maybe the very last day. I think he'll play the entire time. I don't think he'll take a day off. I don't. Unless he hits 62 homers, and I think they'll rest him. But I can't see him having a day off just because I don't think they would do a disservice to the fans. And even on the road, I think it'd be the same thing. But they're more likely to rest him on the road. They will not rest him at home. There's no way they'll rest him at home. So I don't know the exact schedule. I don't know what the Yankees have going forward. I think they are on the road after this series. But we'll see. If I wanted 1 million subscribers, you could always start doing Manchester City games. You'll have a ton of time to tell a story. That's true, Bodo, but the problem is I don't know anything about soccer. Thank you, KP. So we're at Toronto and home against Baltimore. But there must be something else in there because they have more than 6 games left. There must be another series in there. Texas. So Texas at home? Is it Texas at home or is it Texas on the road? I can't imagine it'd be Texas on the road. I can't imagine they'd go to Toronto, then come over Baltimore, then go to Texas. That's true, Dr. Longest. That he does do. Well, they're at Texas. So if they would rest him, it would definitely be at Texas. So he's got 3 games to hit a homer in Yankee Stadium against Baltimore. But if they rest him, it would definitely be against Texas. Well, that'd be a good place for me to hit a homer because it's hot down there. The ball travels well. I mean, up here in October or late September, it's cold. The ball doesn't travel as well when it's damp like that. It's like a fog over Yankee Stadium right now. Actually, it looks like it's pouring. Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't look like it's ending anytime soon. I could switch over to the Sunday night game while we're waiting, I guess. I don't know what else to do here. These rain delays suck. Yeah, Matthew, but like I said, if they don't get this game underway to like 11:30 or whatever, I gotta sleep, man. I work. I always say God bless the people that can do YouTube full time. If I was doing YouTube full time, I definitely wait it out because I could get up whenever I wanted to in the morning. But like I said, man, 5:30 comes early, especially on a Monday. It comes early. So no, I don't do Rangers hockey, Mike. For the same reason I don't do Knicks basketball or a lot of Yankee games. They play at 7:00. It's not a good time slot for me. I cannot do 7:00 games on a consistent basis. It just does not work with my schedule. It was a big mistake. It's the biggest mistake that I made when I started my streaming with my YouTube channels. I was revolving my life around YouTube, which was completely wrong. I stopped working out. I was getting out of shape. I was just wasn't right. And then I said, I can't do that. I gotta start revolving YouTube around my life. YouTube's a hobby. It's not my life. That's how I started streaming the Lakers. But that's why there's no 7:00 games. Because I started streaming late things after my wife and son went to bed. Because obviously with me working, going to the gym, I have about 3 or 4 hours of them a night. So, well, playoff games are different, Dire Giants fan. I mean, yeah, I'll do Ranger playoff games because they were fun. Again, not all of them. I'm not a good hockey broadcaster, but those were fun. Those were fun. Well, Russell, I mean, the weather looks really bad. If they were going to call the game, they should just call it. No, thank you, Dr. Longus. I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for the compliment. Well, like I said, Kerm, I'll wait like a half an hour and then we're gonna hit the hay. I just want an update to say, if they give us a schedule time, like I'm gonna wait till 10:15, and then if they say, you know, uh, the schedule time is 10:50 or 11, then we'll consider it. Well, Joseph, the Cowboys do not play well in the rain, so hopefully it is pretty crappy tomorrow. Hopefully it's pretty crappy. Well, Mike, I think I looked at the radar and it does look like that rain is heavy and it's going to be there for a long time. I don't know what they're waiting for. I did not see our guy John got a gig announcing hockey games in Canada. I did not see that, but good for him. I mean, that's what he went to school for. So that's awesome. I did not see that, but he's really good at calling hockey games. Yeah, it's weird, AJP, because like I said, upstate, it's nice up here. It's nice. Like it's partly cloudy. It's 60 degrees. Like it's a nice night up here. You know. Giants, I know would have been great if they could have made the Stanley Cup final. That would have been a lot of fun. Truly, Aaron Judge did not hit a home run tonight. If they ever get back to playing, the Red Sox are due up in the seventh. Judge would be the first guy up in the bottom of the seventh for the Yankees. But I agree. It is much deserved for Johnny. I'm happy for him that he got that. He deserves it for sure. I don't know, Bodo. I haven't been on Twitter today. I think I made one tweet today. I'm not usually on Twitter. I mean, I go on Twitter now and again, but I'm not on there a lot. I'm more of an Instagram guy. Yeah, like I'm looking at this radar, man. That rain is there right through 11 o'clock. Like, I don't know how the hell they would think that they're going to play this game. That rain is heavy right through 11 o'clock. And then they would have to taper off. And then they have to get the field ready. I mean, they wouldn't start this up again till like midnight, probably. They should call it. I agree. But I think part of it is they want to wait because they want Judge to get up. That stupid ass umpire should not have struck Peraza out of 3 pitches out of the strike zone. Yeah, Bodo, I don't have a message from you on Twitter. I don't have a message. No message. I got no message. Mets are that's going to be a great series, Blue Hefner. No doubt. I'll be watching that. Do I think No. I don't think Roger Maris would mind Aaron Judge passing him. It's not like Aaron Judge is an ass. Listen, Barry Bonds, for as great as he was an ass. And McGuire was like that too. McGuire was a douche nozzle. Sosa was a fun-loving guy. Like I was rooting for Sosa more than McGuire. I can tell you that. I was definitely rooting for Sammy to break that record before McGuire. I think they were both. McGuire broke the record, but Sosa, I think, actually tied him at one point. And then McGuire got really hot at the end of the year and ended up with 70. But, Aaron Judge is a class act. So I definitely don't think the Maris family would mind company with Aaron Judge. So this is a really crappy game here. 7-3. Garbage. You are right. You are right. Bodo. These games are terrible. Christopher, 2-0 Yankees. Rain delay in the top of the 7th. Yeah, Russell. I mean, like I said, Judge is a good dude, so I think they'd be happy with him. Omar, I agree. I mean, he's the best player I ever saw. I know I would say he's the best player ever to play. Definitely the best player I've ever seen. Definitely. I mean, I think the best player ever is still Babe Ruth. I mean, Babe Ruth hit 340. He hit more home runs than an entire team. I mean, he's a 340 career hitter. He hit more home runs than an entire team. And on top of that, he's one of the greatest pitchers ever. So Babe Ruth is probably still the greatest player ever. I think Ted Williams is the greatest hitter ever. Ted Williams is a career 344 hitter. He won the Triple Crown. Um, I think he won it twice. I forget. But, I think he won it in 42 and 47. Could be wrong about that. I thought Williams won the Triple Crown twice. But either way, Ted Williams had 521 homers. And he served the country in 2 wars in the prime of his career. I mean, Ted Williams could have legitimately hit almost 700 homers and been the all-time leader in RBIs if he didn't go to 2 wars. And he was an awesome fighter pilot. The man could rake. So I think Ted Williams is the greatest hitter ever. I think Babe Ruth is the greatest player ever all time. But Bonds was definitely the greatest player that I ever witnessed in my lifetime. So, no, Babe Ruth was not a good dude, Russell. As a matter of fact, he was one of my favorite stories is Babe Ruth. He was a Yankee captain for like 5 days. And then he got called out, I think, at second base. And he didn't agree with it. So he took a handful of dirt. He threw it in the umpire's eyes. And he went up into the stands. He punched a fan. So, no, he wasn't. Ruth was not the greatest character guy. But I do think he was the greatest player ever. Yeah, L.A. Lou, I think Ted Williams is just incredible. Again, I didn't get to see him play, but just knowing the history of the game, I just think he'd be amazing. Yankee Magpie, I agree. I think the game would have been called by now. I'm just kind of waiting for an update. Like I said, I'm going to give it about another 25 minutes. And we'll see. Yeah, I would take Ruth over Mantle, and I love Mickey. I mean, I said one of the things I'm going to start doing is buying more Mickey Mantle cards. They're freaking expensive. Like, I got to save money to buy Mantle cards. But Mickey Mantle had so much talent. There's no question about it. But you just look at the numbers. I mean, Mantle was a switch hitter. He was incredibly fast. He was a great fielder, but he dealt with a lot of injuries in his career. Unfortunately, he won the Triple Crown in '56, and he was great. But his career average, he's a 300 hitter. He had 2 bad years at the end of his career, and he ended up hitting 298. But he's a 300 hitter for all intents and purposes. But Babe Ruth hit 700 homers. He was a 340 hitter, and he was a great pitcher for Boston. So it's hard to say Mantle was better. I actually did like the 10 greatest Yankees of all time, in my opinion. Ruth was 1, Mantle was 2, Lou Gehrig was 3. I think I had DiMaggio 4, Mariano 5, Barra 6, Jeter 7. I had Bill Dickey. I think he was 8th. I know I had Bill Dickey in there. I don't remember 9 and 10. That was a long time ago I did that Yankee list. Yeah, if it's one of them 3 a.m. games, Chris, I can tell you this. I'll find out what happened in the morning. I ain't staying up that late. Griffey was awesome. Griffey was one of the most exciting ball players ever. But he used to piss me off, man. He used to kill the Yankees. God, he used to tick me off. But not only did Griffey have one of the most beautiful swings you've ever seen, I don't know if I've ever seen an outfielder go and get it the way Griffey did. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody just like with such ease glide to the baseball and just run down the ball in center field and make some of the most unbelievable catches you've ever seen. Best athlete I've ever seen is Bo Jackson. I don't think we've ever seen an athlete quite like that guy. Bo Jackson was ridiculous. I mean, he was incredible. That's probably the best athlete I've ever seen. And Again, injuries suck. They zap a lot of really good players of their career. Zap Sandy Koufax of his career. I mean, Koufax, one of the greatest pitchers ever, Hall of Famer, but the guy only pitched 10 seasons or 11 seasons because he said he wanted to be able to move his arm. So he left baseball because he wanted to be able to move his arm. And he retired at 30. He won 27 games his final season in the major leagues. Guy threw 4 no-hitters. I think he threw 3 or 4 no-hitters. Struck out. How many strikeouts did Koufax have one year? 380 something? Whatever it was. I mean, he was ridiculous. So, but that's what I'm saying, man. I love I just love the history of baseball. I love the history of baseball. It is unbelievable. So Mattingly is probably in there. I would imagine I had Mattingly probably 9th or 10th. And it's only because Donnie he had back problems at the end of his, he was the best hitter in baseball from 84 to 87. He was the best overall hitter. He hit for average power. He was a gold glove first baseman. He was the best, but once those back problems got him, it was zapped him of his power. He was never the same. That started like in 1990. He really he was never the same guy. So he didn't have like a long extended career, or he would have been higher on my list. It's just the fact that he didn't get to play for as many years as he should have at such a high level because of his back. L.A. Lou, thanks so much, brother. I appreciate it. He says Ted Williams won the Triple Crown in 42 and 47. Gave up 5 of his prime years of military service, and he at one time was John Glenn's wingman. The man was a beast, L.A. Lou. The man was a beast. Yeah, Russell, he was. I mean, Don Mattingly and Keith Hernandez were the best fielding first baseman back then. For sure. And yeah, Edward Yogi was one of the best, 3-time MVP. He's awesome. So, yeah, I love Nolan Ryan. He's definitely one of my, it was 382 because Ryan beat that record. I think in 1973, he had 383 strikeouts. So 382 strikeouts in 65. Koufax was ridiculous. So good. It's the magic of YouTube, man. Like I can watch Sandy Koufax pitch. That's why YouTube's great. Like I can watch a 65 World Series against the Twins and just see how good Koufax actually was. Watching the old All-Star games, like I want to say it's 1972. I think that was the one in Detroit where Reggie Jackson hit the transformer with the home run. But there was like 22 Hall of Famers. I think it was 72. I could have it might be 74, but one of those years in the 70s, I don't remember. I think it was 72. All those Hall of Famers. I mean, you're talking like, and Pete Rose is in that All-Star game, and he should be in a Hall of Fame. So that was a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, I'm a big fan of that. I agree, Tony. I always wish Johnny would have got a ring. Always wished he would have got a ring. That's Ozzie Smith, Bodo. That's the guy you're thinking about. The Wizard. The Wizard. One of Jack Buck's most legendary calls was the walk-off homer in the 85 NLCS. I believe it was against the Dodgers. And they went on a walk. Ozzie Smith hadn't hit a home run from the left side of the plate like 3,000 at bats. Whatever it was something stupid like that. He had not hit a home run in forever from the left side of the plate, and he happened to hit one in the bottom of the ninth. Tony Gwynn's one of my all-time favorite players, Russell. I absolutely love Tony Gwynn. Absolutely love Gwynn. Definitely one of my favorite players of all time. One of the sweetest swings ever. Class act. Gone way too soon. Tony Gwynn was awesome. Another one of my favorite players was Vladimir Guerrero. I loved Vlad. Vlad would hit balls from his toes to his nose Vladimir Guerrero could hit line drives all over the place. He had speed. He had power. I don't think he ever struck out more. He never struck out 100 times in any year. He always struck out less than 100 times. The strike zone was ridiculous. He hit, like I said, line drives all over the field. He had a fantastic arm, one of the best arms you've ever seen. Like, I never saw Clemente play, but I would imagine from what I hear about Clemente that Vladimir Guerrero was like the second coming. Like, that's the way Clemente played, was a lot like Vladimir Guerrero. So it was I saw a lot of good baseball players in my day, for sure. Do we have any update on this? We're at halftime. They're at halftime of this horrible game on Sunday Night Football. They went from restarting soon to at least an hour, and then if we resume, yeah, I can't imagine they're going back to this. If you looked at the rain, you looked at the radar, like it's not pretty. He could be, Ryan. Vlad Jr. is a lot of fun to watch. There's no question. He's really good. I don't know if he can be better than his dad, though. We'll see. He's got a long way to go, but he's fun to watch. He is definitely fun to watch. You know, Zach Wilson's back, a Cougar tamer, Zach Wilson. What's going on? I don't know if they have any like time at all for this, but it's unfortunate, guys and girls. Is Jedi, you're done being a Saints fan? Come on over to Big Blue, my lady. We will graciously accept you into the Giants nation. You're a Yankee fan and a Sooners fan, so you're already good by my book. And of course, Jedi, of course, the Sooners can't beat the damn Kansas State. They can never beat Kansas State, ever. Kansas State ends our year every year. Every year. Sooners can't ever beat K-State, ever. But we will gladly welcome you, Jedi. But it unfortunately, guys, this is not looking good. And they're probably not, if they even do start this game, it's probably going to be after midnight. And I just can't hang out for that long. Like I said, I want to just get some sleep. I appreciate you guys and girls hanging out. It's unfortunate that Mother Nature robbed us of another Aaron Judge at bat. I would have loved to have been able to call history. Hopefully they just call this game and the Yankees win. That's really the most important thing. You know, I'll try to do another Yankee game. I mean, I can't guarantee it. Those are always difficult for me, but maybe Wednesday. Like, I don't go to the gym on Wednesday. So if there's ever a time that I could do a Yankee game, it would be on a Wednesday. So if he hasn't, broken the record by that point, maybe we'll try to make this up on Wednesday and do another Yankee game, because I would like to see it happen. I'd like to share that moment with all you guys and girls. But I'm going to go get some sleep. Big game tomorrow for the Giants and Giants and Cowboys. I can't wait for that. So, like I said, 5:30 comes early in the morning. So I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys and girls hanging out with me. Yankees lead 2-0 going to the top of the seventh. But there's a lot of rain in the New York City area. And like I said, if they start this game, it's probably going to be after midnight. And I'm going to be in La La Land and sawing wood by that point. So thank you guys and girls for being here one last time. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. Hopefully Judge doesn't break the record tonight. That would really suck. And hey, let's get ready for the Giants and Cowboys tomorrow, because I'll be ready for that. I hope you will be too. 2-0 Yanks. I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. And hopefully I see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining tonight. It's Bad Diggity Dizzle. I'm out. Peace.